Super morning. This is Karthik. And if you can see me and hear me fine, please type clear in the chat box. Please type clear if you can see me and hear me fine. I just want to read all your comments and welcome you personally. Welcome Kruti, Ravichandran. Great to have you here. Ashish, Kumar, super happy to have you here. Please type in the city you're all joining in from. I'm really excited to connecting with all of you live here. And if you're all excited, welcome Kruti. Nice to see you. Nice to see that you're from Bangalore as well. If you're ready to rock and roll through this session and become a highly valued and a highly paid professional wherever you are or wherever you want to transition to, please type HVHP in the chat box. Please type HVHP if you're willing to transition into the next level of your career growth. Superb. I can see a lot of you folks, awesome, amazing people are from Bangalore. Nice to see that. Please type HVHP because today, in the next 90 minutes, what you're going to be learning is not just some random bookish stuff. Okay. These are things that I put into practice every single day and what my community members are learning on a day-to-day basis. So if you're willing to learn some practical frameworks that are proven to give you results, please type practical in the chat box. Because my way of learning is, I don't like to learn just some information stuff. I want frameworks which I can implement and put it into practice immediately. Okay. So that's the kind of thing that you're also going to be learning. Okay. Just type practical if you're also ready to learn through that. Okay. So, and how do we make the next 90 minutes the best 90 minutes mutually? And we have some, things to follow for mutually, for both of us, for all of us here. First one is be a curious learner. Okay. One thing that can truly transform the way you approach your career, your life, anything for that matter, is curiosity. Okay. So how many of you are ready to wear your curiosity hat on? Please type C in the chat box if you're willing to become that curious learner today. Like curiosity is about thinking about, okay, you know what? Okay, I'm getting some information here, but what's my level of mastery on this topic? What are the missing elements that I can adapt from here so that I can work on it and constantly up my game going forward? That's about curiosity. Yeah. So if you're ready to be a curious learner today, please type C in the chat box. Super. Great to know there are a lot of curious learners here. And the second point is thank you. Thank you for that C in the chat box. So please, let's finish what we started. Okay. We have enough and more people who start, but who don't take the next step, who don't even start a lot of times. They sign up, they don't show up. But if you're here in this room, I want to say that this is not an accident. We were meant to be here together. Yeah, just type got it if you know what I'm saying. So please type F for finisher if you're going to play it full on here. Yeah, please type F if you're going to be a finisher and you're going to play it full on here with me. I'm going to play it full on today for all of you guys because I totally honor your presence. I love to be in this company of learners and, hyper, the thinkers who kind of understand the importance of learning. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the finishers here. Superb. Questions are welcome. Of course, I'm going to take it on a little bit towards the end so that we don't break the flow. Is it okay? Just type okay in the chat box. So let's follow this ground rules and make it the most amazing 90 minutes mutually. Okay. And why is it important? Because here is what happened to me. Okay. I'm just sharing my screen. Just give me a second. This is what happened to me when I started implementing the micro performance habits. I was able to grow from starting with a 2 lakh per annum package to over 2 lakhs per month. And I'm not sharing this to say, hey, look how awesome I am. I'm kind of opening up possibilities for all of us here. Okay. If you're also willing to explore, how do you implement, how do you utilize micro performance habits? It's very simple, but it's very effective. But we have to play the long-term game. Okay. So that the shift can happen. So if you're ready for shifts to happen right here, right now, please type shift in the chat box because you'll learn those habits and also some advanced, influential techniques and methodologies that will put you, that will showcase you as a highly valuable individual and your visibility is going to raise up inside your organization. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. If you're ready for the shift, everyone, please type shift in the chat box. Please type shift. Amazing. And that also helped me to publish a lot of books and help and coach and mentor now close to 3,200 plus professionals who have got trained and coached on the micro performance habits on, and how do they elevate their standards of excellence. Okay, please treat this masterclass as your big next step towards upping your standard of excellence. Okay, please type E for excellence in the chat box. So that's what I'm going to be inviting all of you into. And what are the benefits that you will immediately start experiencing when you implement all of this? You will get things done faster. How many of you would love to do that? You will land your next job quicker. You will build high value skills because you have more time and focus and energy and all of those because of the habits, right? And you'll build high value skills. You'll adapt in current roles and the next role. You will form life changing habits. So this is not just about your career. Please treat this as your next level in your entire life. That's what I'm really excited and looking forward for all of you. With this, you'll also gain more time, energy, more capacity and capability to earn more income as well. Yeah, please type MPH if you're all excited to learn and implement micro performance habits, not after 30 days, but today, right now, live here with me. Okay, superb. Great to know that. Great to know. I just want to also welcome all of you again. And before even we go forward from here, I would just love to know how's the room distributed. Okay, so please click on the poll and just let me know what's your total years of experience. Like, where are you right now at? Okay, superb. Keep that going. We have folks from the 5 to 10 range, 10 to 15 years, 15 to 20. We have 25 plus folks also. Superb. Happy to have all of you. Okay, starters 0 to 5 also here, 20 to 25. Superb. We have a super distribution in the room. So I'm really thankful and grateful to have all of you. And thanks for putting in that, the time for your own growth and learning. Thank you so much for that. So the benefits that I spoke about, it's not just my own thoughts and opinion. My community members who have started implementing it, they shared some amazing wins that they had. Okay, I highly recommend working with Karthik, is what Indranil said, as his guidance made me highly energetic, help me increase my productivity. Okay, please type P if you are also willing to implement a very important framework today on productivity. Okay, I love to stay in touch with you and keep learning. Thank you so much, Karthik. That's what he says. Hussein said his clarity elevated. He felt stuck. He did not know how to become more productive, how to elevate his own clarity when it comes to career growth. These habits helped him. Ashish, even for him, because the first thing, how many of you realize that if we constantly stay in that zone of confusion and without building the right clarity, it's not going to help us, right? So that's what Ashish says. My clarity skyrocketed after getting coached by Karthik and through the high performance habits that I'm learning inside his community. Wait no further and be part of this awesome community. Okay, that's what he says. How many of you would also love to, as soon as you start an interview, like where you are giving the interview, you want to position yourself as someone who's one of the most wanted, so that you crack the interview much easier. Just type I for interview in the chat box. Okay, so he says Karthik shared some very simple concepts on ethical influence. I'm going to use it to have incredible success during interviews. These are all the things that you're all going to be experiencing. And before I even get started on the secrets and everything, okay, super. Thank you, Ashish, Kruti, Ananta. Thank you so much. How many of you, give me a smiley in the chat box if you at all felt that Karthik, you send too many emails. I don't know why you do it. My WhatsApp is kind of flooded with your messages, man. Your group is always buzzing. I really don't know why you do it. Yeah, how many of you felt it? Just give me a smiley in the chat box. Okay, I am sorry about that. But can I give all of you 6 reasons why I kind of bugged you to be here? Please type 6 in the chat box. I'm going to give you 6 reasons. And this, as I'm saying, this is not just my whims and fancies. These are the things that I have gone through in my career, that after coaching close to, as I said, 3,200 plus professionals, I see the value of these micro performance habits. Okay, please type 6 if you're ready to know why this is going to be very important, why this masterclass is important. Thank you so much. The first reason, how many of you feel that I know that my network is my net worth, but Karthik, I don't know how to actually expand my network. Please type 1 if you know this is an important challenge that you want to resolve. Yeah. We work with people. Working with people is different than building network. How many of you understand the difference? Yeah. So we have to constantly keep that engagement on, right? So that's something that we all have to work on. So thank you for typing 1 if you're willing to work on this challenge. The second big thing is, how many of you feel that, Karthik, man, like year after year, when I meet my boss during my most favorite one-on-one meeting, what's your most favorite one-on-one annual meeting? Please share it in the chat box. What's your most favorite one-on-one meeting that you're going to you anticipate, you look forward to with your boss? Yeah, a lot of you are typing it. Performance appraisal. Karthik, every year it's the same thing that I hear. I kind of, I don't know how to showcase myself as someone who's important for my organization. How many of you have this visibility challenge? Please type 2 in the chat box. Yeah. Thank you. Super. Career growth, performance. Yes. We have to work on this, right? So I learned it the hard way that, it's not the best person who always wins. It's the best known who wins. Yeah, if that's a bulb on, please type BO. And I'm not saying we'll do some tricks and things and like that. We will employ ethical ways of influencing. That's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. So I'll be sharing an important framework for all of you today on that as well. And also please type 3 in the chat box. If at all you feel, yeah, continuous feedback from managers, like what Ashish was saying. Yes. If you at all feel at the back of your mind that, Karthik, I don't know, 3 months to 6 months, how's the thing going to hold up for me? What's it going to look like? Please type 3 in the chat box. If you feel that there is a decreased job security, I don't know what's going to happen and all of that. You know what? I'm not trying to sound cool by taking you all through this. I have experienced all of these things. In fact, this guy holding the pink slip was me twice in my career. So I know what it feels like to be in that position. And please, if any of you have been in that position, please type me in the chat box. I just want to know if at all you have gone through this kind of a situation in your career. Yeah. And thank you for all who are typing me. Thank you so much. And whatever the situation that you have gone through or you're going through in your life, in your career, I just want to take this moment to say, you know what, that I totally honor the struggle that you have gone through. I totally honor the struggle that you have gone through, but it's time for us to level up. Yeah. We don't want to stay stagnant there, right? We want to level up. If you're ready for leveling up, please type LUP in the chat box. That's level up. Okay. This is the next level up game for all of us. Thank you so much for that. The fourth thing, how many of you, I know if we are all here in this room, we are all COVID survivors, right? Corona survivors. But how many of you recognize that there is a bigger pandemic that's out there? Fatigue and burnout. Please type 4. And also, I want you to, today is going to be a day of self-reflection for all of us. Okay. This is, please treat this chat box as your self-reflection tool. If you're very serious and intentional about growing, I'll tell you why that is as we keep going. Okay. Over the last 10 days, please self-reflect and let me know how many days did you kind of feel like your energy was off. You felt that burnout. You were fatigued. You didn't feel like doing it. You didn't feel like even stepping into office or doing the work. Give me a number. Out of last 10 days, how many days did you feel that? Okay, for some of you, it's 10 on 10. That's crazy, right? Many days, 5 to 6, 4, 4, 6. For some of you, you didn't feel it. That's great. Great to know that. So it's time for how many of you are actually willing to go past the fatigue? Because you like it or not, your life, I'm not even talking about career here. Your life is a game of energy management. Yeah, how many of you are ready for that? please type ready in the chat box. Okay, that's what you're going to be learning, a framework on how do you get out of burnout today. Okay, just type ready. Superb. So the next one, thank you all for typing ready. Superb. The fifth one, if please type 5. This is a challenge where you're unable to influence others, your leaders, managers, or even your own teammates in a way that can help them move forward, help you move forward, help the organization move forward, and create a win-win-win kind of a situation. Yeah, we have to master this game of ethical influencing. Otherwise, you can have the best intentions. You might be the best individual performer, but your growth has a very strong tie-up with this. How many of you know that? Just type me in the chat box. Yeah, your growth has a very strong, uh, tie up with this. Just type I for influence if you're ready to work on this. So that's the fifth big reason that we are going to be here for the next, 90 minutes. If you feel like you deserve the next level income and money that you're willing to earn for yourself, for your family, please type money with a lot of dollar symbols. If you know that you deserve the next level CTC, just type money with a lot of dollar symbols there. I just want to give you a moment so that you're in that zone. Yeah, you know why? Because if you're here in this room on a weekend or even a weekday doing this work, you deserve it. You deserve to be that person who gets the growth, gets that income, so that you elevate your standard and your family's future as well. So I'm here cheering you on for showing up. And you know what? We all deal with challenges. How many of you know this, that if you want to lead or build a great career, build a great life, it's filled with challenges. Please type C in the chat box if you know what I'm saying. So I just wanted to share 6 top challenges that we all as working professionals deal with. But the thing is, when challenges happens, and it will, we like it or not, it's going to happen anyway. That's when we have to recognize, hey, you know what? How many of you follow cricket or any other sport? Please type in the name of your favorite sports person in the chat box. Okay, I can see Tendulkar there, of course, the god himself. Okay, who's your favorite cricketer? Or okay, I can see Dhoni and all of them, right? Super, Virat is there. Yeah, a lot of awesome people, right? How many of you know that they have gone through a slump in their career where their form was off, they were not scoring enough runs, they were not getting enough wickets, but then they're a different breed of individuals. They are champions because they figure a way out of those challenges. Yeah. And if you're here, I want you to recognize the challenges, but I want you to also please type, I am a champion in the chat box. I want you to adopt that champion's mindset from this day onwards. And if you're already working on it, well done. Let's look at the next level from here on. Okay. Please, everyone, I want to give this moment for all of you to recognize that you're all champions. Please type I'm a champion, because you even if you don't think, I know that you are a champion because you showed up here and you're learning here with me. Okay, so well done. Well done. Superb, Ashish, Priya, Anant, Kartigola, superb, brilliant. Thank you for that. So I just want to share something very important before we kickstart on the secrets. I just want to share what are my top values that are very close to my heart. Okay, the first one being family, where it's about elevating the standard of experience, the standard of consciousness for our families, by we working on ourselves. So that's one of the very important values that I have. Freedom is about authentically understanding who we are and being that person of expression, this truly that authentic expression of who you truly are. That's what it means to have that freedom, right? Of course, there are different forms of freedom, but at a personal level, this is what I mean what it means freedom is to me. Learning is about acquiring the knowledge, because we understand knowledge is power, and we have to acquire the right knowledge. It's not random knowledge. It's about understanding what will actually create that shift, in our life, in our career. That's learning for me. And growth is about how do we implement the right habits of growth on a day-to-day basis that elevates our levels of excellence. Okay. And if you're in tune with one or more of these values, please give me a V in the chat box. Please give me a V if you can resonate with one or more of these values. Superb, superb. Thank you so much. And the big reason why I'm saying it's important for me is I know that if we resonate on one or more of these values, we can hit it off much better. How many of you know that? That if we have value resonance, we're going to hit it off much better. Yeah. And let me be very open and honest about it. If you cannot match with one or more of these values, that's absolutely fine. You can still continue here, but more power to you. Please find coaches and mentors who can who with whom you have the right value match. Because without that, you will not, you will not have that deeper spirit level connection. So that's very important to me. Okay. Please type V if you know what I'm saying, if you can resonate with one or more of these things. And I know most of my audience, they love learning, they love their family, they love growth. So that's why they show up here. Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all those things. Superb. And how many of you now are thinking, okay, Mr. Karthik, how are we going to do this? Ask me how in the chat box. Okay, I want to get out of stagnation. I don't feel this is the zone I want to be in, but how are we going to do this? Everyone, please type 3P in the chat box. How do we get out of stagnation? 3Ps. We're going to work on our presence. Today, you'll be learning a framework, okay, on presence, on the emotional intelligence part. Process, you'll learn a framework on the productivity hotspot technique. And power, you will learn how do you play the ethical power game today. Okay, that's what you're going to be learning. And I gave you 6 reasons why this is a very important masterclass, right? Is it okay if I tell you why am I even doing this? Can I give you my reason why I am showing up here when I can be chilling? Just type PG, that's permission granted. If I have your permission, yeah, just type PG. If I can share in just a couple of minutes, why am I even doing this? Thank you so much, Ravi. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, Priya. Thank you all. So the biggest reason is, growing up in Mysore, growing up in the spiritual town of Mysore. How many of you know Mysore? Just type M. And being in a typical South Indian Tambram. I don't know, some of you know Kannada or Tamil, but typical Tair Sadam family. Give me a smile if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Tair Sadam is for curd rice. Okay, so I was always told, okay, a lot of you know. So I was always told, Karthik, put your head down, get good grades, your life will be sorted. 5th standard, 8th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard, engineering. Throughout, I got the same advice. Again, give me one more smiley if you know that you have got the same advice throughout your education. Yeah, you have all got. We are here together because we belong to that gang, right? So the thing is, I was like, okay, that's a good advice. Let me see what's going to work out with that. Engineering, when I was in engineering, I recognized that, you know what? In spite of having 75-80% overall grade, I couldn't even crack one interview because I did not know how to show up as a confident individual in spite of having the technical skills and all of that. So the first slap on my face happened during that time when I saw, the education system actually, there is something missing here. There's something missing in this system. So I struggled for 1 month. I got my first job. Within the end of first month, in one hand, I got my first salary. In the other hand, I got my pink slip because they said, sorry guys, we overhired for this batch. You guys can just take a walk out and never return back. Okay, so they gave a pink slip and they asked us to walk out. So I was like, my identity got shattered, and yeah, something is missing in the education system. Yes, so my identity got shattered. I did not know what to do. I didn't even return back to Mysore, to my parents' place. I stayed back here at my aunt's place because I felt like uh, all all my life I was living for this moment, but now I lost my job. A piece of me was kind of missing after that. Then I, put in the work. 3 months I learned, I got trained, got my next job. I think it was around 7,000 per month kind of a job. I started off as a QA engineer, then built my career over 3 years, 4 years, 7 years time. During the 7 to 8 years when I was leading a team, I was a test lead there. One fine day, my boss calls me and says, "Karthik, we are sorry, we have to let you go. We have to let you go because it's not because of you, because of other decisions in the organization. So you know what? Here is the pink slip. You can take and walk out. Or since you've been a good employee for us, here is an option for you. Uh, be part of a different role for 30% pay cut, or take the pink slip and walk away." That night, I told my parents, "This is what happened. I lost my job." I was unable to sleep throughout the night. My parents came to me and asked me, like, "Karthik, what are we going to do next?" By that, they were meaning, "Do you know where we'll be living if you don't pay the EMIs and the bills that you have here? Where will we be living? Should we go back to our hometown?" And when I heard that question, uh, I felt like a loser at that time. I felt I have disgraced my family. I felt like I was worthless because of my inability, because of me not taking that ownership on my career. I have put my family into that kind of situation. How many of you have ever thought that way, that, hey, I could have done something better in the past so that this situation did not happen for me and my family? How many of you have gone in that situation, been in that situation? Please type me in the chat box, because we all push through, right? Like, we all push through no matter what when it comes to, our own challenges. But when we see people who are very important in our life struggling, that too because of we not stepping up our game, we cannot we cannot be okay with ourselves, right? How many of you felt it? Yeah, Priya, you felt it. Karthik, you have felt it. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So that was the feeling I was going through. Anyway, I had to give my decision. I go back to my boss. I had made up my mind. Okay, I need the bills to be paid, right? EMIs has to be going on, right? I go there. I sit in front of my boss, and he says, "Are you ready to work in the next role? I will introduce you to your manager." I was like, about to say yes, but something shifted in my mind at that time. Something shifted. Something told me, "Karthik, don't let anyone decide what your worth is or who you have to become." Let me repeat. Some little voice in my head said, I don't know where I had read it or what happened. That little voice said, "Karthik, never let anyone decide what your worth is or who you have to become. That should be your 100% responsibility." Then I told my boss, you know what? I'm going to take the pink slip. I'm going to take the pink slip. I'm going to walk away from here. I know this is the last time I'm going to look at these walls. This is the last time I'm going to meet so many of my own teammates here. Probably I may never meet them again, but I'm going to take charge of my career from this moment onwards. I walk out with the pink slip. 1 month to 5 weeks, 4 weeks to 5 weeks, I put my head down, work on what actually mattered, built the right habits, and within that 5 weeks time, I got the biggest break ever of my career. Biggest break. I got over 90% hike. I was traveling across the world. I built over 7 to 8 teams across the globe, like from Japan to the United States. Because during the toughest moment, when I was handed a pink slip, I still had the courage to make a decision, to say that, hey, I'm ready to own up my life and career. So how many of you, and I'm not narrating this story to say, hey guys, it's great to have you. Look how great I am. It's not for that reason. How many of you recognize that even in the tough moments, when you make a decision, when you make the right decision, decisions can change destiny? Please type DCD if you know what I'm saying. Decisions can change destiny. So today, my dear friend, I wish and pray to the Almighty, to the universe, that may this be that day for all of you here, where you make the decision that will change the destiny of your career, of your family's future. Okay. And the reason why I'm conducting this is to say that, you know what, you got infinite potential in you. Just that it's kind of locked up. It's time to explore it. It's time to unlock that potential. And you're here, and I'm really grateful that you chose to be here. So if you're ready for the next level, please type next level in the chat box. And really thank you for patiently listening to this. I really wanted to connect with all of you to let you know why I'm doing this. Okay. Thank you so much for patiently listening to this. Superb. So the next level, thank you guys. Really appreciate that. So before the next level, you know what I'm going to share, the next level, this is the truly the next thing, which I'll unveil a little later for all of you here. It's a 90-day challenge where you are going to work on the presence, the process, and the power part of the things, where you will very strategically build the seek clarity, raise necessity, those habits, generate energy, increase productivity habits, develop influence, demonstrate courage as a habit. Okay. I will talk a little bit more about that later. Okay. Just type 90 DC if you're excited to know how can you be part of it. 90 DC. That's the next level I'll be unveiling later on. But for now, we're going to shift into the 3 secret zone. But before that, through all this struggle, through all my 15, 20, 25 years of learning, failing, struggling, or whatever success that I've had, can I share with you 3 life lessons that I learned? Please type 3. I'll just quickly take you through this. Please make a note of it because you don't have to go through 15 years. This is my 15, 20 years distilled in 3 sentences. Okay, please make notes on this if you like to. The first principle that I learned is you want to be successful in your life. There are 2 categories of people you will find. One who will point fingers at others. My boss, he was bad. This government, that's not good. The situation did not help me. In fact, I used to be that person who used to always point at others saying, that's why I couldn't grow in my career. Or the second category, where they recognize that the only factor that you can actually truly control is yourself. So they are dedicated students of personal mastery, because personal mastery precedes social success. Okay. If you're ready to work on your personal mastery, please type PM in the chat box. Okay. That's the first thing that I learned. I learned it the hard way, by the way. The second thing I learned is everyone has 24 hours. Your favorite idols, they have 24 hours. Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, our prime minister, anyone whom you idolize, they have 24 hours. But why are they most really successful? Because they mastered, everyone please type SOC. That's the skill of the century, which is focus. They mastered the skill of the century. There are 2 categories of people you'll always see. One, who's successful. Second, who got distracted. And if you're here in this room, I want you to choose to be among the first category. Don't be distracted. Okay. Let's upper level. Let's upper game on focus from this day onwards. The third principle that I learned is you can grow 10x faster by being with the right group. How many of you are actually willing to upgrade your peer group today? Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Ravi. If you're ready to upgrade your peer group, see, we upgrade our mobile, we upgrade our vehicles, we upgrade our homes. But it's time, and I want to challenge and encourage all of you here to upgrade your peer group, because that truly can 10x your growth like we have never thought. If you upgrade your environment, the peer group that you hang out with, you learn with, you engage with, that's a different level of growth. Okay. Because today I'm actually going to be opening up an opportunity for all of you here to be part of the Career Excellence Hub, the community that I'm building. I'm going to open up an opportunity for people who are really, really committed. But before that, if you're all set for the 3 secret zone, please type 3S in the chat box. So we're going to step into that. So please have your notes ready. It's going to be 3 important frameworks for all of you to work on. The first thing is presence. Then I'll be sharing process for productivity and power. Okay, 3 secrets. Superb. Ready? If you're all ready to rock and roll, everyone please type R and R. I just want to make sure you work on your focus from this day onwards, from this moment onwards. That's the skill, okay? The skill of the century. Superb. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Superb. So the first thing we are going to work on is the presence. What is it? What do I, when I say, okay, I'm going to give you a framework to work on your presence, what does that mean? Presence is our ability to be at our best, to function at our best, in spite of things around us being good or bad or worst. The things around us can go crazy, good or better or awesome, doesn't matter. We know how to bring our presence into that moment. How many of you know? I'm curious to know, why do you think that's an important quality to build? It's an important habit to build. What happens when you're in the moment, when you're as a working professional, you're in the moment. Someone said, hey, there's a defect in the production that happened, but you're in the moment, you take charge. What happens then? One, your quality of decision making increases. Two, you don't waste your energy thinking negatively about things. You look forward for the next step. And three, you will be looked up as, how is this guy? How is this girl able to do it? I can't do it. I'm going crazy here. But this fellow is so present, is so in it, is so playing it full on. If you know what I'm saying, and if you're also willing to play it full on here, please type full on in the chat box. That's the power of presence. Okay, that's the power of presence. And today you're going to be learning an important framework on, everyone please type EI, that's emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Okay, but what's the first step? So just a question for all of you. What do you think is the very first step we need to work on for any change to happen in our life? For any change to happen in our life, what do you think is the very first step? Okay, I can see some amazing answers coming in. Action, uh, identify problems. Yes, great answers. Great answers. Superb. Change the lifestyle with action. Action. Okay. So the very first, so action is important, but how many of you recognize that if you're the fastest runner in a race, let's say you're running a marathon, if you do not know the map, if you do not know which turn to take, you will never see the finish line. You might be the strongest, fastest, most efficient runner in a marathon, but you need to have something which is called as, everyone please type A for awareness in the chat box. You need to have the awareness, right? Without the right awareness, you will take action, but it will become a wrong action. We will not move forward in the right way. Yeah. Is it making sense? Just type MS. So awareness is the first thing that we have to build. Even in terms of building our emotional intelligence, the first thing is our emotional awareness. So can we do a quick process now so that you kind of become a little bit more aware of your emotions? Just type yes. I will take you through a process. Okay, we just follow it along, and then we will transition to the next step and the next step. Is it okay? Just type yes. Superb. So we are talking about emotional intelligence. Now we want to become aware of our emotions, right? So I just want you to just take a deep breath wherever, just sit comfortably wherever you are. And I know I can't see you, but I trust and believe you're following along. All right. So just follow along. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. By the way, I'm not a sage, okay? But this is a process. Okay. Just follow along. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep your eyes closed. Slowly close your eyes. Now we are trying to become aware of our, let's say, thoughts and emotions, right? So now just reflect in your mind. Just ask yourself, what are some of the common thoughts and emotions that keeps playing out in my mind when it comes to my career? What are some of the common thought patterns, emotions that keeps playing out in my mind when it comes to my career, my future? Give it a moment. Process that. Once you have the answer, you can just slowly open your eyes and just share what is it that you got. What's that awareness that you just built? Okay, just be in that moment. What is it for you? So just share in the chat box what thoughts and patterns came up in your mind. Yes, keep the answers coming. What is it? Usually, what are those patterns that keeps playing out in your mind when it comes to your career, your next level, and all of that? Superb. I can see the answers coming in right now. Can see some of you are a little confused about what are the next steps. Not sure what's the step-by-step thing. Fear of comfort zone. Want to get out of the fear of the being in the comfort zone. How could I be more innovative in my career? How that's kind of hindering my growth. Keep that coming. Okay, keep that coming. Keep reflecting. Once you become a lot more aware, there are chances that we can work on it and improve that. Okay, so please keep sharing that. By the way, brilliant answers. It takes a great deal of courage to keep sharing all of these things. So as your coach today, I'm really proud. I'm really proud. Others are better than me. That's a great thought. Thank you for sharing that. Lots of thoughts. That's okay. If there's too many thoughts, that's okay. Just let it pass, just like cloud. Okay, and then we'll see it. Okay. Okay, how can we manage it at the next level? Beautiful thought. Superb. So now that these emotions keeps happening, I just have a question for all of you and a challenge. Okay, can I challenge all of you? Just type C. Is it okay? Because let's make it fun, little bit fun. Okay. And this challenge can only be answered by someone who is probably if you're a 80s kid, 80s kid, or if you're a 70s kid. Can you all please let me know which decade you belong to? I'm an 80s kid. Which era kid are you? Are you 80s, 70s, 90s? Keep that going. Okay, keep that going. Okay, I am pretty confident this question can be answered by 80s kid for sure, but 90s kid, let's see. Probably you can. 70s kid also, I pretty much know you can answer it. Ready for it? Just type ready. Listen to this question. Okay. Question is, who is who is Pandit Gangadhar Vidyadhar Mayadhar Omkarnath Shastri? Who is Pandit Gangadhar Vidyadhar Mayadhar Omkarnath Shastri? Not five different people, but one person. So who is, yes, a lot of you all already answered it. Yeah. Okay, 90s kid. Who's this person whom I'm talking about? Without Googling, please. Yes, you all got it. A lot of you got it. Yes, that's Mr. Shaktiman. That's actually Shaktiman. And whoever is answering, just let me know again which decade you belong to. 80s kid, I'm pretty sure you would have got it. Uh, 90s kid, that's great to know. You still got the answer. That's great. Superb. So how many of you are thinking, has this guy gone crazy? Like he said emotional intelligence. Now he's talking about Shaktiman. What's going on? Give me a smiley if ever you felt it. Has this guy gone crazy now? We are talking about emotional intelligence. We just worked on our emotional awareness, right? So the reason why I'm asking this question is, let's say you go to a movie you are watching an episode of Shaktiman. If in a Superman movie, let's say Superman movie, if Superman never appeared in that movie, will you like it? Yes. Or will you not like it? No. What's your answer? You're on the big screen, just waiting for your superhero to appear. The superhero never appeared. It's already, we're almost in the interval time. Will you like it or no? No, right? You'll not like it. Yeah. So now we are talking about emotional intelligence. So how many of you recognize that, without working on the emotional intelligence, our life is like, someone triggered us, we reacted. Someone triggered us, we reacted. Someone triggered us, we kept reacting to that situation. How many of you have gone through the situation where your wife, your kids, your team members, someone said something to you, you got triggered, you probably shouted at them, you said something, and only to realize an hour later that, hey, that was not me. I don't know where this person came out from. I don't know where this person was. That was not me. Probably some of you have had this thought a week later. I could have been a little better there. Yeah, just type yes if you have ever had that situation in your life. Yes, always, right? Like a lot of times you've had that. Yeah, because we have not yet kind of gone through frameworks like this to work on our presence, work on our presence. Unfortunately, in fact, I want to give this a lot of times. Thanks for sharing that. So how many of you know Karna from Mahabharata? By the way, who do you think is a better warrior, Karna or Arjun? Arjuna from Mahabharata. Who do you think is a better warrior? Okay, a lot of you are saying Karna the best. Okay, Karna, right? But he had a curse. Karna, right? Okay, he had a curse. How many of you remember his curse from his guru? He had a curse, right? The curse was, Mr. Karna, you know what? You're the best student, man. That I'm so proud of you. But you lied to me and you got all these things. So I'm going to curse that, when the time appears, when the most important time in your life appears, you will forget your superpower. Right? That was the curse that he had. How many of you recognize that the fast-paced life that we are living in? I would like to call it as, the curse of the fast paced life has made us to forget the superpower that you're going to be learning next, which is the next part of emotional intelligence. Everyone, please type. Yeah, everyone, please type emotional regulation in the chat box. How many of you feel that? Yeah, kind of, we've forgotten that. Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes. So that's the thing. We have to summon the superpower. And you know what? We all have it, but it's time to summon it. It's time to recall the forgotten superpower. So if you're ready, again, thank you all. I can see the chat buzzing with emotional regulation. So let's, can I give you that? I'm not going to give you the superpower. I'm going to help you recall that. Just type BIO, that's bring it on. Just BIO, just type BIO, because now you're going to recall the superpower that we have forgotten. This is that meter, okay? This is like your bow and arrow that you can use to summon the superpower of emotional regulation. E meter, that's the emotional meter, okay? So can you all, now let's just do one quick thing, okay? Fun thing, okay? I promise you it's not going to be boring, okay? Put your finger up, put your finger up, put it on your heart, put it on your heart. Now, again, reflect, okay? We are regulating right now, but through reflect and regulate, ask yourself, I have gone, tell this to yourself, okay? I have gone through enough in my life. I know that there are challenges in my career. In spite of that, what's that positive feeling, positive emotion that I want to willfully feel right now? What's it emotion? What do you want to feel? I know that challenges are there, but in spite of that, how do we regulate it? How can I regulate and feel something positive? Just recall that emotion, whatever is that positive emotion you want to feel, and then turn the dial on your emotional meter. Let your heart feel it. Let us all soak it inside our spirit, into our heart today. Okay, let us feel it. Turn the dial to that emotion, whatever is that positive emotion you want to feel. Let's feel it in our spirit today. Okay, and then please share what is it for you. We are not saying, hey, I'm just forgetting the challenges. No, we recognize it, we are aware of it, but still we want a better quality of living, isn't it? We want a better standard of excellence in our life, in our career, for our family, for our next generation. For that, we want to step up and regulate our emotions. So please share what is that positive feeling, emotion that came to your mind that you want to just feel right now. What is it? Keep that coming. Keep that coming. Beautiful answers. Thank you, Sapna. Says peace. That's a that's like a sigh of relief, right? Like when you kind of think about peace and just be in that moment. That's a beautiful answer. Everyone should be happy. Superb. That's a great, value of service and emotion. Thank you for that, Ravi. For some of you, it's optimism. For some of you, joy, contentment, sense of accomplishment. Beautiful. How many of you feel it? Just don't. You're not. I hope you're not just typing it. I'm very consciously going a little slow so that you all feel it, because we want to get out of the curse of the fast-paced life. Yeah, if you're feeling it, just type feel it in the chat box. Contentment, sense of accomplishment, that sense of fulfillment, sense of presence. We need to be present, right? If you are not present, how can you be engaged? And no wonder 80% of working professionals are disengaged at work, because we have kind of forgotten to feel the moment. Yeah. So I just want to know from all of you, uh, if I later on, when I'm going to open up the advanced, the next levels for all of us, where you actually work on your emotional mastery, how many of you are willing to play full on and work on that process of emotional mastery later on? That's a more advanced concepts. If you're ready for that, please type 100%. Okay, just type 100%. Superb. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing it full on. By the way, how many of you are finding it? Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate your commitment. Thank you. How many of you are finding it uh, kind of it's practical? It may not be easy to do all of this, but you feel it's a little practical. Just type P in the chat box. Okay. And by the way, can I give you my definition of trigger happens, but we don't have to react. We regulate and we respond. Everyone, please type TRR. Can you please type TRR? Triggers keep happening. You know what? Someone is going to trigger you anyway, you like it or not. Your own family is going to trigger you. Can I give you a funny thing? If no one triggers you, you are going to trigger yourself. Your own internal thoughts, your emotions is going to trigger you. But then we have a choice right now. Triggers keep happening. I don't have to react. I can regulate and I can respond. Trigger, regulate, respond. How many of you feel that this one framework can be a life-changing one? Just type LC if you know this can be a life-changing thing if you start adopting this. You don't have to, kind of react to everything, right? You can respond. And can I give you my definition of this gap? This is a funny definition of this gap. Okay. My definition of this gap between trigger and response. By the way, I'm not a psychologist or a doctor, but I kind of geek out about human behavior change, career growth, and the next level building habits and all of that. So my definition is Everyone, please type M in the chat box. Please type M. This gap, yes, this gap between the trigger and response is known as maturity. Give me a smiley if you know what I'm saying. Now, don't go and judge everyone you meet saying, oh, you know what? Karthik said, if trigger happens, you have to respond. This guy's reacting. My boss, man, you're a kid. You haven't learned it yet. Don't go and do that. Yeah. So, but this is for us to know. I always kind of think about, okay, trigger happened. Do I want to respond in a mature way, or do I just want to be like my teenage self? Okay. So your maturity is not just a function of your age, your experience. It's about how well can you handle those triggers and respond. Let me very frankly tell you, your life will not be the same again. It'll be much more beautiful when you do this. Yeah, if you're committing to this 100%, please type 100%, because if you commit to this, I'm going to give you a gift today. Okay, if you commit to this way of living, it's more, not a reactional way of living, but more intentional way of living, right? Yeah, just type 100%. So for all of you who are just typing 100%, the gift that I want to share with all of you, thank you for your commitment, is a positive affirmations. Okay, please bookmark this. Please bookmark, and whenever you feel okay, there are some lot of negative chatter happening in your mind, you're unable to regulate your emotions. It's because it's a long-term process. You can take help of some of these affirmations. Okay, take help of this. Thank you so much. Oh, how many of you are finding it fun? Like learning something good today? Just type good in the chat box. If you felt okay, it's kind of worth it. I'm glad I'm here. Yeah, just type good in the chat box. So now we have to step up the game, and we have to get into a very important next framework. Okay, and as I'm saying this to you, I like to learn this way. I don't like gyan. I like implementable frameworks, and that's why I'm also giving the same things for all of you. Okay, just type yes. Superb, superb. Thank you so much. Thanks to know that. So now we are going to step into the next secret. What do you think is the next P is? We learned about presence. How many of you remember it? Memory test. Memory test. Like they show everything there. They close the thing, right? They put the curtain on it. So we learned about presence. What's the second thing? Okay, I think I gave away that. The second P is, okay, some of you got it, is the process. Okay, we have to learn a process. So how many of you are ready to get back to school by doing some journaling and writing today? Please type BTS. Is it okay if I ask you to open your journal, do some writings and all that? Okay, fine. You're not going to hate me for that, right? Just type yes. Okay, thank you for that. Superb. So we're going to do a quick thing, right? It's called the productivity hotspot as a process. Okay, and we all know the importance of productivity. How many of you know that this is very important as a working professional? Just type yes in the chat box. So what we're going to do is please pull out your journals. Okay, pull out your journal. And my concept of productivity is, what is productivity for me? Like personally, it's not just the tick marks, the to-do list and all that. You anyway know it. I don't want you to give that surface level thing. I want to give you some core level concepts. Okay, it's called as, everyone please type PH in the chat box. That's the productivity hotspot. That's what you're going to be learning today. Because one of my important intention to share this is that you should, if you're here in this room, you should have understanding on how to beat the burnout. Productivity, how many of you know that it's not a one-time thing? It's not over a week. It's a long-term process. For that, we need to beat the burnout, right? For that, let's understand this, okay? The first concept here, the first thing that we're going to be doing is something called as hotspot time. Okay, please type HST. hotspot time. So for that, please pull out your journal. Draw a table. Okay, just draw a table having two columns. Two columns. The first column, you call it time, okay? Okay, and under time, can you all please share in the chat box? Typically, what time do you start work? What's your working hours? What time you usually start your day at for work at your office? Okay, for you 9. Some of you start early, 8:30. Some of you start much early, 7:30. Okay, some of you start a little late in the afternoon. For some of you, it's the other working hours. Okay, evening hours. Got it. Superb. So now under time, please put in the 1 hour slot. Okay, let's say you start at 8:30. So 8:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10:30, like that till the end hour. Put that 1 hour slot. For example, if I start at 10, put 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1. Okay, put in that 1 hour slots. If you are unable to understand my handwriting, this is how it has been since my childhood. So sorry about that. But I hope you can understand my typing here on Zoom. Okay, okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, fine. So time, okay, put in time and please type TD, that's time done. Okay, you've put in the 1 hour slots, starting to end. Type TD, time done, good. Superb. So now you have looked at this. Okay. Again, we are working on the very first step of change here. We're working on the very first step of change. What is that? The very first gate of change that we have to walk through for any change to happen. You learned it in the emotional intelligence framework. What's the first step? Awareness. We are building the awareness. How if you recognize that? We're building the awareness, right? So the second step here, we are going to work on something called as hotspot energy. Okay, hotspot energy. Enter or write energy here in the second column. And now you self-reflect, become aware, self-reflect. Okay, and just ask yourself during this first 1 hour slot, let's say 10 to 11, how's my energy usually like? High, medium, low. H for high, M for medium, L for low. Like that, put for each 1 hour slot. I hope you're following. So you have to put, is my energy high during this 1 hour slot or medium or low? That's all you have to do. Fill in this column with H or M or L. Okay, please work on it. H for me, this is a high energy slot. Okay, and just type ED, that's energy, done in the chat box. Okay, done. Superb. Okay, so just put that. For me, it's usually, it peaks. Give me a smiley if your lowest energy is immediately after lunch. That's how it is for me. Okay, just it dips fully and then it picks up through the evening. So it's more like a wave for me. Okay, so just become aware of it. Become aware of it. And I have a question for all of you. I just want your attention here. Just type back if you're back. Please type back. I just want to ask you this important question. Okay. Okay, back, all of you. Super. Thank you so much. Ashish is back, Priya's back, Ravi is back. Good. Anand's back. It's okay, it's buzzing. Super. So in your childhood days, as a college going student, um, type Z in the chat box if you have entered an exam center like a zombie because you didn't sleep the last night because you had to prepare for the exam. We have all gone in zombie mode, right? Into the exam. Now, can you tell me if you had not studied in the night and kind of managed and worked in the morning, Do you think it would have been a little better and not exactly zombie mode? If you had, instead of the night, studying, if you had studied in the morning, do you think it would have been a little better? You would have been more energized and more aware and all of that. Yeah. Yeah. Because we have to be in the circadian rhythm, right? Circadian rhythm. If we kind of disturb that rhythm, we get into the zombie mode, right? So why am I asking you this? The reason why I'm asking you this is, how many of you recognize that, see, it's probably we would have spent the same time, but how many of you recognize that if you work in those night time where you have to learn and assimilate some knowledge, you will take, everyone please type 2x in the chat box, minimum of 2x to 3x more energy levels, more mental energy to learn the same thing, to understand the same thing, as compared to what you do in the regular time. For some of you, yeah, Karthik is saying 4x. It's sometimes it takes 4x more energy, right? It takes so much of energy. So no wonder we get into the exam center like a zombie. So now I just want to correlate this with, let's say you go back to work on Monday and your boss says, hey, you know what, I have an urgent presentation to give. I want you to come up with important data, important points that I want you to share. Give it to me at the end of the day. Please remember, I'm going to share it at the topmost leadership team. No mistakes there. That's the instruction that you get from your boss on Monday. So now tell me, ideally, in which energy slot will you put in that activity? High or medium or low? You can't do any mistakes. Your boss is going to present to their boss. It's a high intense activity. Okay. What do you think is the right answer? Put it in high slot or medium slot or low energy slot. Now that you're aware of these slots that you have, right? The energy, how my energy usually kind of goes up or dips and all of that. What's the right answer according to you? Okay, so I can see a lot of you typing H. You want to put it in the, ideally in the high energy slot, right? But can I give you what's the right answer? Can I give you what's the right answer? Just like how we studied for the exam, there is no right answer. Anything is the right answer here. You can do it in your high energy slot, medium energy slot, or low energy slot. But then there are certain repercussions. There are certain repercussions of that. Let's say you figured out, oh, I forgot that I had to work on this because the productivity habits are not yet in place. You pick this up towards the end of the evening where ideally the energy dips before it goes up a little bit again. So you pick and work on it in the low energy slot. Still you do it. You do it. You spend 2x, 3x more energy levels. This person goes back home. His wife says something to him. He gets triggered. He shouts at his wife. This mother, she goes back home after completing this intense task. Her kid tells something to her. She gets triggered. She shouts at her kid. They're shouting at their people who are very important in their life, not because they are bad individuals, but because they've got back into their house, into their home, in their zombie mode. If you know what I'm saying, please type BO if your bulb went on here. And when I read those surveys which says, 60% 60% of, even before that, let me give this context. Okay, let me give you this context. So let's say we did it for one day. Now think about doing this for 1 week, where you were not aware of your energy slots. You randomly mix up things. You drain your energy. You go back home. Repeat it for the whole week. Now think about repeating it for one whole month. Doing the same activity for 1 year. Doing the same thing over the lifetime of your career. No wonder 60% of Indian working professionals go through burnout symptoms every single day. When I read those studies and surveys, as an internationally certified high performance coach, it's I don't look at it in bewilderment. I don't look at it as oh my god, is this what is happening? I look at it as, oh my god, it's important that we know about this. But then how many of you are thinking, Mr. Karthik, it's so easy for you to get into a Zoom call and say, please put the right slots in the right energy zone. Give me a smiley if you had that thought in your mind. No, it's easy for you. You can pull out, get into Zoom and tell me this. But that's not how my slots are. That's not how my, daily day-to-day activities are. Yeah. How many of you have that question in your mind? I totally understand. I acknowledge that. But the thing is, my advice and my challenge is, can you try doing this once in a week? Just give me a yes if you can try doing this once in a week. I'm not saying daily, once in a week. And then can you improve that and do it twice in a month? And can you just keep improving upon that? Let me tell you, when you don't go back home in zombie mode, that's when you can create beautiful moments. They say, right, like, spend quality time with your family. The quality aspect to time happens when you have the focus, and for focus you need to have the energy. If this is a bulb on moment, again, please type BO in the chat box. So for you to just be productive, it's not just about getting things done. I want all of us to elevate our standard of life itself through all of these frameworks. Yeah, so if you're committing to that, to a different way of engaging with life, please type 100% in the chat box. That's what I'm really, really excited for all of us here. That's what I'm actually looking forward to for all of us. Okay. So on that note, can I share what one of our community members, uh, he was going through his productivity challenges, and he did not know any of these frameworks and also the advanced frameworks that I coach inside my community. So can we take 1 minute, just type one in the chat box, to go through what he had to share, because he was going through a very tough time in his career. Almost his job was gone. And then he joined and he implemented more advanced frameworks on productivity and other things. Just type OK in the chat box. So please listen to this for a minute, and then we'll be transitioning to what's the third P we're going to be learning today. It's going to be very important framework, okay, on the power game. Okay, just type power. Yes. So listen to this coming your way in 3, 2, 1. It'll be a 1 minute, 1 and 2.5 minute video. Watch this and we'll be back. Okay, listen to this.
So the thing is, like what has been happening is, I work in a fully remote job. Okay.
You mentioned that, yeah.
I have 2 kids. Okay.
Okay.
I'm all over the place, and because of my negligence and complacency and some part of laziness, or what do you call it, I have put myself into trouble.
Okay.
PAP. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm literally going through hell because I have to prove myself. I have been given a deadline of 19th of May.
So 19th of May, is it?
Day and night, just to kind of meet that expectations of like whatever have been planned. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
The worst that could happen is I would be laid off. Okay.
Okay. Understood.
Because of which, then finding a job would be slightly difficult, which is of my current pay or higher pay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Understood.
Because of which this is affecting my family life as well. I'm not give any time to my son, as well as my second son. So I have like my second son is 4 months old and my like 5 years old.
Okay.
So, yeah. I know this might sound all over the place, but once I'm through this, maybe I'll be able to restructure myself. I wish I had discovered you a little earlier.
Okay.
Or even if
Mm.
I did this, even I had discovered you, I wish I had followed. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
it is long time ago. I have joined you recently, so
Yes.
if I had followed you to the core, I wouldn't have been in this trouble. And we, being human beings, we tend to derail ourselves from the track.
Yes.
Just go along with the flow.
So please type 100% if you're all willing to put a proven framework into practice that will help you stay productive, not just over a weekend, but even over the long term. Yeah, please type 100% because as I'm talking about this, I'll be opening up opportunities for all of you who are here, exclusive opportunity to be part of the community as well. Okay, superb. Superb. So on that note, let's go on to the third secret, which is about what's the third P that we are talking about here? What's the third P we're talking about? Wonderful. That's the power game, right? The power. Yes, correct. A lot of you got it. So this is what you're going to be doing. Okay. The third one is the power game. So what is it about? So there are uh, the power game. There are, in fact, I just want to mention that there are two kinds of power game that we can always play. The one kind of it is where you can showcase power by pushing people down, or the second kind of power is by pulling people up, which is more of a ethical power game that we can play, right? So uh, which one are you willing to play? The first one, push people down, or the second one, pull people up? So we are talking about the second thing. Okay, how do we do that? How do we work on ourselves and still pull people up as we keep going forward? Okay, so for that, this is the first thing. Okay, the first thing here is contribution. Everyone, please type C in the chat box. C for contribution. C for contribution. That's what we're going to be learning here. Okay. And what's, again, I just want to probably ask this question before, but I just want to know what's that one important one-on-one session that we all look forward to with our managers, with our boss, an annual one-on-one meeting where we talk about our contributions. What's that one meeting we all look forward to? How many of you remember that? Yes, just type PA. Yes, performance appraisal meeting, right? So that's an area where we talk about the contributions, right? Where we say this is what is happening, and this is how this is why I'm giving this rating to myself. So can I kind of a little bit play out how I used to share my performance appraisal with my boss? Can I just kind of do a role play on that? Just type BIO, bring it on. I just want to share this with you, how I used to do and what I learned through that. And you probably can see some reflections with what you do also, right? So this is what I used to do. Okay. So I used to, my bosses say, okay, I'm ready. You can just come in. I used to go in with my notepads and pens and all of that, fully charged up, go in and say, hey boss, you know what? I've done all these 15 different things. In fact, out of 15, this seven of them were so difficult. I never got any support, but still I did it. And look at the all other things that I've also been doing. And I've done all of these things. So you know what? I deserve this rating, this 4 on 5 at least, minimum 4 on 5. I used to enter the meeting room and I used to constantly beat my chest and say, hey, look how many things I have done. Give me a smiley if you know what I'm saying. If you also do this, get into the meeting and say, this start off, okay, this, I just do this. I've done all of these things. It's been so difficult. I never got any, kind of support system, but I still did it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But my boss used to say, he used to just sit back and relax and say, Karthik, you know what? This is not the first meeting that I'm doing this week. This is, in fact, the fifth or the sixth meeting that I'm conducting. The other 4 members with whom I already had the performance appraisal meeting, you know what? They said the same thing. It's the same set of things that they said. They said they've done it all and they deserve the next level rating. It's the same thing, Karthik. I can't give you this. I don't see you this time to be anything over 3 on 5. So thank you for your time. So that's when I understood, oh, you know what? Okay, see, how many of you recognize that you have a skill, your organization has a problem, you can solve that problem with your skill, and therefore you get paid monthly salary, right? That's you contribute and they give you this, they pay you the salary, right? But the thing is, if we want to take it to the next level, we have to contribute better. We have to contribute at the next level, because otherwise we'll all be just one among the group, right? We want to stand out. How many of you would love to stand out in your organization? Just type me. So if you want to stand out, you need to recognize that contribution is also about, please type PS, please type PS, that's problem solving. Contribution is also about problem solving, not just for the role that you are kind of asked to do, but also for the people that you work with. When I understood this, oh, I can also problem solve for my peers. And how many of you recognize that your peers, people whom you work with, they go through similar problems that you have? Like it can be productivity challenge, it can be clarity challenges, it can be one or more of this. Yeah, just type yes in the chat box. So when I saw that my peers were going through this challenge, I recognized that as a contribution opportunity, as a problem solving opportunity. I had to go there and, one of my colleagues, she was struggling with productivity. How many of you follow the sprint methodology, by the way? The agile sprint, please type sprint in the chat box. So her sprint, sprint after sprint, she was only going through all those, what they call it as the spillovers, right? Every time it was 30% completion, 40% completion, most of them getting spilled over to the next sprint. And she was not knowing what to do. That's when I understood she was getting too many priorities from too many people. When I understood that, I thought I can contribute here. I had to set the boundary strong, set a process where, I mentioned that only these 2 people can give you priorities. You're not taking priorities from anyone else. And this person, she was actually reporting to my boss. Okay, and I had to work with her. I helped her with her problems, and she was able to improve her productivity, and her spillover became 0 after 2-3 sprints from there on. Because of that, the team's productivity increased. And in my next performance appraisal meeting, I told my boss, see, this is all the things that I have done. But on top of this, I've also contributed for our teammates. So now let's say if you are my boss, and if I tell you that, hey, I have solved the problem of someone who reports to you, what's your perception about me? What will you think about me when I can prove that I have solved a problem that your someone who reports to you had? What do you think will be the perception of your boss, of your manager? Everyone, please type HV in the chat box. They may not say it, but they will constantly recognize, oh, you know what? This is a high value individual for me because this person is saving me time. How many of you recognize that leaders, they are very hard pressed for time? Like, of course, we all are, but at the leadership level, they have to make so many decisions. They need to process so many things. They don't have time. But when you can give them some time back, some resources back, that's the greatest gift that you can give to them, right? So if when you look at contribution as not just for you, but also for other people also whom you work with, you will automatically be seen as a highly valued individual at work. So this is my, and my advice and recommendation is work on all of these areas also, and kind of look at if you can encourage a 360-degree review with your managers so that they recognize, oh, they're not just working on just their job, but also helping and contributing to the team as a whole. Okay, if you know what I'm saying, just type got it in the chat box. Okay, so we are not doing any unethical practices. This is an ethical way of you showcasing your power game. Okay, this is an ethical way. It's in fact, it's one of the easiest ways, but we think we are always busy. So therefore we do not kind of care about helping others. But when you step into that mode of service, so into that mode of contribution, to that mode of problem solving, which is, let me tell you, it's a very easy thing. Because as you're working on yourself, when you inside the community, you keep learning, a lot of other frameworks and also you can just keep sharing those things with others, and you will see them getting help and also you showcasing yourself as a highly valued individual. Okay, so if you're ready for the next level of contribution, just type ready in the chat box. You may be thinking, Karthik, you are asking too much from me. I can barely do my own stuff. If you're in this room, my dear friend, I want all of us to set a higher standards of excellence. I know it's a big demand, but now you're also learning presence. You're also learning process. Through that, you will be able to also work on the power game much better. Yeah. So so this is my thing. See, I could have gotten into this masterclass and said, say, hey guys, look how great I am. Look, I've coached 3,000 plus working professionals and all that. But then you'll ask me, so what? Please type so what in the chat box. As if I beat my chest constantly and say, hey, look how great I am, you will say, okay, that's fine. But so what? So what for me, right? But the thing is, if I tell you that, hey guys, you know what? These micro performance habits have changed my life. I could never be this confident. But I have worked on myself because of the power and simplicity of micro performance habits. You know what? Not just me. Look at my community members. Look what they had to say. They have built their micro performance habits and they're transforming their life and career. If you are willing to adopt it, it can change your life and career too. Which one is better? The first approach where I say, look how great I am, I beat my chest, or I play this ethical power game. First one or second one? Please type EP if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I just want to demonstrate exactly what I'm kind of sharing with all of you here. So is it okay if I can ethically influence all of you by sharing what one of my community members shared with me? Yeah, just type yes in the chat box. So this is what I shared, right? See, this micro performance habits changed my life. It's changing the life of community members. It can change your life too, provided you are committed to this. So just please watch this video of what one of our members had to say, and we'll be back with a very important thing. So yeah, so we'll probably go on for 10-15 more minutes where we're going to do a quiz right after this. A very important quiz. Everyone please type quiz in the chat box. And then I'll be opening up the next level for all of you. Okay. So please watch this for a minute. Coming your way in 3, 2.
We all know that in our daily lives, we need a mentor or someone who teaches us how to direct our daily goals. See, before joining this community, I was not so much time bounded, or my goals are not written with me. But after joining this, I already started implementing all the things which Karthik sir always tell us to do. The great thing I learned is that productivity. What is productivity means? Productivity is setting plan or writing our goals or having our goal card, which is time bounded. Best things we can do is growing step by step towards our daily achievements and achieve our desired goal and stay focused in our work. This is what I feel productivity is. I feel being in this community is great feeling, definitely. I am in this community since last 4 months, I guess, but I definitely learn very much from Karthik sir and readily implement all the things he asks us to do. So I highly recommend Please go forward and join this community. See you in this community. Thank you.
Please type awesome if you're all also ready for the next level. So are you able to see how the demonstration of the ethical power game works? I told you this, right? Like it helped me. Look, it's helping a lot of my community members. It can help you too. Yeah, if that's making sense, please type MS in the chat box, because now we're going to step into the next part, which is a very important quiz where you will learn what are the points that you need to work on when it comes to you growing in your career. Okay, please type quiz, because please click on this link. Please click on this link. And what's going to happen is this quiz will give you a score out of 100. And through that, you will know what areas that you have to focus and work on over the next 3 months to 6 months time. I will take you through this quiz, not to worry, but just click on that, start putting in your details. And then it's a simple yes or no question. You will have 10 questions. So yes or no questions, answer them. And then I will be opening up, I'll be talking about what is next for all of us here. Okay, superb. Career advancement quiz coming your way here. Okay, please enter your details. And let's start with the first question, vision and clarity. I have absolute clarity on my career goals and the path to achieve them. Please select a yes or a no here. Okay, if you have absolute clarity about what to do, what's the step-by-step process, you can select yes, or else you can select a no there. Okay, grit and perseverance. When faced with setbacks, I have my ability to persevere and keep pushing forward towards my goals. Please select a yes or a no there. Please select a yes or a no there. Okay, continuous learning. I'm 100% committed to my learning and growing professionally. I often seek out new knowledge or skills relevant to my career. If you're a lifelong learner, okay, select a yes or a no. Adaptability. In a rapidly changing work environment, I adapt to new situations and challenges. Select a yes or a no. Networking and relationship. I have highly effective professional relationship that could advance my career. Select a yes or a no. How do you know it? You know it by, let's say, God forbid, if any of us, we lose our job, our network should be so powerful that we should get placed within the next 1 month to 1.5 months. Okay. If that's not there, it's time for you to level up. Okay. Leadership and influence. I consider myself to be a highly influential leader who can lead huge teams without much of a challenge. The next one, select yes or a no there. Productivity and execution. I efficiently complete tasks and projects. I'm extremely productive and a high performer. Select your option. Creativity and innovation. I often bring new ideas to the table, find creative solutions to problems. Select a yes or a no. And one with a smiley ball, a very important one. Personal well-being. I maintain a healthy work-life balance, ensuring that I'm not just successful, but also happy and fulfilled. And last but not the least, resilience, emotional intelligence. I know how to manage stress, bounce back from failures, understand as well as manage emotions of mine, and help others. Select a yes or a no, submit, and click on view score. And please share what is your score. Please share in the chat box how much did you score. Okay, keep that coming, keep that coming. And now I'm going to break down the score for all of you and give you the next path. Okay, by the way, how many of you felt that this was an awesome thing that you learned through the last few minutes? Yeah, just type A for awesome. If you felt that, okay, these are practical ways that you should be implementing, these are some things that are valuable, I want more of such things in my life and in my career. Yeah, just type A for awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Prithvi, Pankaj. Thank you all for typing A. Thank you, Priya. So please now reflect on your scores. Now let's break down the score. And here is a fun fact. Fun fact before we understand the score. The fun fact is, let's say I wrote this, I gave this quiz and I got a 0 on 100. Even then, I know that even if you have got a 0 on 100, you are probably in the top 20% of professionals who at least know what to work on. How many of you kind of got a better level of awareness just by answering this quiz? Just type me in the chat box. Yeah, because we have to first work on the awareness, right? Only then we have a possibility of change. So thank you so much for working on this. So now let's understand what does this score mean to us. So there are going to be 4 categories here, okay? Please keep that score coming. Okay, I can see 20, 20, 30, 40, 40, 60, 60, 70, 10. Please keep the scores coming. Please keep the scores coming. So if you're in the 90 to 100 zone, please type G for green in the chat box. Please type G for green if you're in the 90 to 100 zone. Okay. For if you're in the green zone, well done. Good to know. It looks like you already have the power, the process, presence in the power game already set. That's good. Keep that going. Probably you're already set. You haven't yet stagnated. So it's good to know, right? Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure we know if it's a yes or no category, Priya. So that's why. Okay, that's not a no maybe thing there. Okay, so if you're in the green zone, good, well done, kudos to you. But think about how can you stay in this zone for long term. Okay, if you're in the 70 to 89 zone, please type O for orange in the chat box. I'm just checking the scores here. If you're in the 70 to 89, please type O for orange. If you're in the orange zone, this is a zone which is, you can easily go to green zone, or you can drop from here if you don't build the right habits from this day onwards. Okay, so if you're here, please type 100% if you're committed to getting into the green zone over the next 1 month to 2 months time. Okay, that's the second zone. If you're in the 40 to 69 score, please type LR, that's light green. If you're in the 40 to 69, please type LR. So if you're in the light green, light red zone, how many of you recognize that if you leave it any longer from here, the stagnation is not going to go away? If you're in the light red, please type LR. So if you're in the less than 40 zone, please type DR, that's dark red zone. If you're in any of these 2 zones, it should alert you and say, hey, I'm ready to raise my hand and ask for support. How many of you are ready to raise your hand and ask for support? My life stagnation, my career stagnation, I was able to go out of that when I raised my hand and said, I need help here. I am unable to figure this out. I want the next level help and support and guidance. I'm ready to drop my ego and say, I don't know how to get past it, but I'm willing to learn. So if you're in the light red or the dark red zone, please type 100% if you're committing to go past this and get into the green zone in the next 2 months to 3 months time. Give yourself that 2 months to 3 months where you'll strategically build the right habits on presence, power, and also the process so that you get past this. Okay, superb. Please keep that coming. Please type 100% if you're ready to get past this and get into the green zone over the next 3 months time. Brilliant, brilliant. Superb. So how many of you kind of feel that this anti-stagnation masterclass is like a launch pad for all of us here? It's like a launch pad where the rocket is preparing for the launch. Yeah, just type LP in the chat box. Just like the launch pad, you're here, you're ready to launch, okay? But let me also ask you this question. So you're built the momentum so far. If you think this is all you wanted, that's absolutely fine. More power to you. Keep working on all these things that you learned. But if you're someone who feels, hey, I don't want to lose momentum, because just like a rocket that gets launched from the launch pad, if I lose momentum now, it will take me 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years to build back the momentum. And I don't want to get distracted. So please, if you recognize that momentum is gold, please type MIG in the chat box. If you turn off the engine now, the rocket will not launch. It will take 6 months, 1 year, 2 years more time. So don't push back. It's time to push forward. So how many of you recognize that if you lose the momentum now, You might be doing the same thing over the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, only to recognize that the stagnation has not gone off from your career. Just type yes in the chat box. So if I have your permission, can I talk about the next level? So as I'm saying this, see, this 90 minutes was for those who wanted to learn the concepts, and this is what I wanted to share. But the next level is for more committed and serious members who wants to push through, who wants to keep building the momentum, who recognize that, hey, it's only through momentum that I will ever be able to enjoy the benefits of the compound effect. Yeah. So if I have your permission, please type PG so that I can talk about the next level from here on, so that you can, if you think this is your cup of tea, I would welcome you to be part of it. Yeah, please type PG in the chat box. Thank you so much. Priya, Ashish, Anand, I can see the chat buzzing. Thank you so much. So the next level game for all of you looks like this, okay? I'm just going to share this very important thing. Just give me a second. So what I'm thinking of here is sharing. Everyone, please type 90 DC in the chat box. Please type 90 DC, because we are going to be working on a 90-day challenge. Okay, that's the first thing that I want to open up for all of you. 90-day live challenge. So this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. The first 30 days we'll work on the presence. What does it mean? Okay, you worked on emotional intelligence, but there are more concepts that you have to master, right? You have to learn about your value clarity, your why clarity. You have to create your legacy document. Create that career vision for yourself. Know what's the skill gap, analyze that. Create your career advancement plan. How many of you would love to be in a position where even if I call you at 3 a.m. in the night and say, hey, what are you working on over the next 2 months? You have a plan. You will open the plan and say, simple, I'm going to work on these things. How many of you would love to be in that position? Just type me in the chat box, because this is going to help you get into that position. Okay. The more clarity, more clear roadmap that you are going to be working with. Just type me if you're ready for that. So that's the first 30 days that we are going to be working on here. From here, the next 30 days, which is the 60 days, is going to be working on the process, where we will focus on you building weekly clarity, you working on your productivity, and you building your champion mindset. So if you're willing to spend 15 minutes in a week, just 15 minutes on a Monday, building your clarity, your productivity, and your champion mindset, please type 15 in the chat box. Can I just spend 15 minutes on a Monday morning? We'll start off, like a little early, like 7:30-ish, 7:30, 7:45. Just by doing those practices, your productivity is going to go off the roof for the rest of the week. Now just imagine you doing that week after week after week. You will never get into productivity challenges ever. Okay. So that's the second thing that we're going to be working on. And the third thing, can I also introduce a little bit more advanced concepts on the power game, like where you work on your personal branding, where you leverage AI for career advancement, where you create your online presence on LinkedIn, and also where you work and master influential communication techniques. Okay, if you're ready for this, please type BIO if you're ready to bring it on. If you're ready to bring it on, that's the 90-day challenge. And can I share with you what some of our community members, they shared after going through this? Just type yes. So please listen to this, get inspired, because this is going to be a game changer for all of you. Listen to what our community members had to share, and I'll be opening up how can you be part of the community soon. Okay, just type yes. Just coming your way in 3, 2, here we go.
You wanted me to talk about the experience and the paragraph, right?
Yes.
Because meaning everything was in the head, but when you kind of put all that into paper and then you generated, it kind of gives you a declaration kind of a paragraph, right? Or kind of the entire narrative is more declarative and talking about as though you've achieved it, right? It talks about you as a personality, which is quite inspiring to read, right? That's my experience. And the most takeaway for me is everything is in the head, but it is in the paper now, right? That's my key takeaway. right? Why this really struck for me is because I always used to wonder why this goal for me. It's kind of added a flavor to it and starts making me believe a little more on my own goals.
Wonderful, wonderful. Superb. I can see the happiness and joy
Yeah.
when you're reading it out. So this is truly your own personalized legacy, Shailja. So thank you for working on it. More power to you.
Thanks, Karthik, for guiding. Right, I'm thankful and grateful to this.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So yeah, this experience was really different from the previous one, but this was really empowering. I was able to see that I'm not disaligned or not authentic with myself. The goals which I have planned for like last 5 years are still there in my consciousness, and they are.
Superb.
So I was able to write in the document, and when the chat GPT is writing all the fancy stuff, it's like giving me a piece of hope that, dude, it is possible for chat GPT to write in this particular um, environment. So definitely I can manifest that and I can actualize it as well.
Wonderful, Chinmay. Superb, man.
Hi, Karthik. Hello, everyone. Right. So the experience was amazing, right? Even though, I sat through we sat through for more than 2 hours, right? But it never felt that how the time passed by. And it's a good exercise. And that definitely this I'm doing it for the first time, right? It also questions what things you are doing in life. Some of the things which we don't know, right? So by answering some of these questions, definitely we probe our mind and try to understand where we are headed and where we are going, right? So that's a really good exercise.
So everyone, please type BIO if you are ready to bring it on. So that's the kind of, this is what I truly live for. And one of the reasons why what keeps me going is to see all of you transforming. By the way, how many of you felt that you did not know how the last 90 minutes passed by? How many of you felt that here? Yeah, just type me in the chat box. So this is my kind of the way of how I learn and how I also train and coach, because I want to keep that engagement on. Yeah, if you felt engaged, just type me in the chat box. So that's what you'll be constantly experiencing when you're going to be joining the community. And for all of you who are here, what I want to welcome all of you is not just a random thing, but a mission, okay? To empower 1 million working professionals to achieve career excellence through micro performance habits and advanced communication skills, thereby elevating their family standards and contributing to the growth of our great nation, India. Okay, so I want to actually welcome you into this mission. So if you are with me on this mission, please type with you in the chat box. Please type with you in the chat box. Superb, superb. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So for us to be part of this mission, there are going to be some important reasons what we need to recognize, which keeps us stagnated. Okay, and after working with now close to 3,000 plus professionals, it's pretty clear for me the top 3 reasons what keeps us stagnated. Can I give you that just in a very quick 3 sentences, just like yes? So 3 reasons, okay, what keeps us stagnated, starting with the first one is lack of continuous learning and implementation. So again, please type MIG if you recognize that momentum is gold. Don't get off the path. See, how many of you know that there are 2 paths? One path is the path of success and the second path is the path of failure. Just type 2 in the chat box. Please type 2. I have something to share here, a very important thing. Okay. Actually, there are no 2 paths to, there are no 2 paths. There is just one path. The path, as long as you're walking and or you are on the continuous learning path and journey, that's a path of success. The moment you step out of that, it becomes a path of failure. So if you're here in this room, I want you to take the next step from here on. Okay, that's what I encourage all of you to do. So thank you so much for listening to this. So the second point which I learned is, absence of clear plan or vision for the future. How many of you want to have that clear step-by-step process that you can follow, build your habits, work on yourself, and rest will take care of itself. Please type 2 in the chat box if you're ready to work on a clear step-by-step process from here on. Okay, that's the second big reason. The third big reason is fear of failure. So an important question to know from all of you who are actually willing to be part of my next level community. Are you willing to go past all the reasons that we keep giving ourselves and start advancing in your career? This is a very important question. I just want to know if you're willing to go past it or not. Yes or no? Take a moment and answer this question, because this truly is your next level. Please look at it that way. Okay, this truly is your next level for your family, for your career, for your future. Okay, and I want to take this moment to read out all your answers here. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, Prithvi. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Shri Hari. Thank you, Kritika. Thank you all who are ready to go past any reason and work on yourself. Okay, so now let's set a strong intention here. Let's set a think about your dream CTC that you want to earn in your career. Think about it and please share it in the chat box. What's that dream CTC, that lakhs per annum, whatever it is for you? What is it that you want to achieve over the next 6 months to 12 months time? Set that as an intention, put that out in the universe, and please share it here with me. Okay, before I open up, how can you be part of the next level here? Okay, please share it here with me. What's the dream CTC that you want to achieve in your life for the next 6 months to 1 month's time, 1 year time? Don't worry about how. Now set the intention. Okay, now the more you send out the intention to the universe, there are higher chances that you may achieve it. So please don't miss out on this step. Please play it along full on. Okay, for some of you it's 35 LPA, 30 LPA, 22 LPA, 70 LPA, 1 CR. Bring that on. Okay, keep that going. Keep that going. Keep that sharing going. 1 CR, superb, beautiful answer. So how many of you are ready to actually work and achieve that? Just type me, because for all of you who are ready for the next level, for you to be part of the next level community, this is the game forward. Okay, this is the way forward. And for you to achieve all those dream CTC, career growth, getting out of stagnation, and more than anything, my deepest intention, if you're here with me here in the Zoom room, my deepest intention is for you to become a great human. For me, that's more than anything, that's my deepest intention for all of you, because I know that when you work on yourself, everything just magically happens. Right? How many of you know what I'm saying? Just type 100% in the chat box. So for all of this, for you to work on yourself, become that amazing human that you are, but you haven't yet realized that, to work on that and also achieve your dream, career and growth and everything. What I have designed for all of you is, everyone please type CAB in the chat box, is the career advancement blueprint. Okay, please type CAB. Just like how you book a Uber or Ola, that kind of cab, this is a 19,999 value course, which helps you understand the micro performance, high performance habits, and advanced communication skills for career success. Please type CAB. So when you book this cab, and today you can book it at a very special, crazy deal. Okay, I'm going to open up that crazy deal also today. But if you're ready to book this cab, just type CAB in the chat box. Okay, this course has it'll help you understand what is it about, how do you structure it, how do you approach this game of career, and all of that. And mainly the core of all of these things is the micro performance habits. Okay, how do you build those habits? So if you got it, just again please type CAB in the chat box. So this is the very important course that you will have access to, and you have to start working and building through this. And as I'm saying this here today, because you're all here live with me, I'm actually be opening up a very, very crazy special deal for all of you. Okay, if you're ready for that, please type crazy in the chat box. Okay, I know this is the value of the course, but today, if you're here live with me, you can actually access it at a very crazy deal. which I'll be opening up for all of you in a while. But for all of you who are here with me, who will make a decision to be part of the community, I'm going to be opening up a lot of gifts for you. Okay, if you love gift, please type gifts in the chat box. Please type gifts, because I'm going to be opening up a lot of gifts for all of you who will make a decision, starting with the first thing, which is the value determination formula. How do you become authentic and truly you? By living your values. 4999 is the value of this course, but this is going to be a gift. You don't have to pay anything extra. This will be a gift for you when you make a decision to be part of the Career Advancement Hub here live. Okay, if you got it, just type 1 in the chat box. The second gift that I'm going to be opening up is a Y Scrapers formula. Build sky high Y to derive unending drive and motivation. 3999 is the value, and this again is going to be a gift. I'm going to be unlocking this as a gift when you join the Career Advancement Hub here today live during the masterclass. Of course, with a special crazy deal, which I'll talk about in a while. Okay, we have members from amazing companies like Amazon, Infosys, HCL, Associate General, Thomson Reuters, and a lot of top companies. And this is what he shared. This course and coaching is like a lighthouse for working professionals. It gives so much of clarity, habits, and routines to navigate through challenges that life, career, business throws at us. Highly recommend serious and committed members to take action and be part of the Career Advancement Hub. Okay, that's what he says. The third gift that I'm going to be unlocking is a 5999 value gift, which is Identity Activation Blueprint. Create your dream identity and manifest success. I want to just know from all of you, how many of you have gone and stayed in a hotel where you have the centralized air conditioning? Just type me in the chat box. So you have stayed there, right? Like, have you ever recognized that you go and change the temperature to 21, you go back, it will auto reset to 17, 15 and stuff like that. It resets automatically, and you always you feel that shiver, you feel the cold. Have you experienced it? You know what's happening? Just like that. In our mind, if you don't work on your identity, however big your goals and dreams are, it'll be very difficult to manifest that. So for that, you have to keep creating that 1 degree shift in your identity. How do you do that? I'm going to be helping you with this. And this is going to be a gift for you when you make a choice to be part of the Career Advancement Hub here live during this masterclass. Okay. The next one is personality determination formula. Know who you are and operate from your authenticity. 4999 is the value. Again, this is going to be, I'm unlocking this as a gift for you because you're here with me. And when you make a decision to be part of the Career Advancement Hub. Fifth one, please type 5 if you are ready to set goals and also understand goal setting, goal attainment are 2 different processes. Yeah, just type 5 for goals. So you learn what's the distinction between goal setting, goal attainment, and how do you achieve that as well. 6999 is the value. There's going to be a gift again for you whoever is going to be joining the Career Advancement Hub today. Okay. And again, please type 10x in the chat box if you're willing to unlock your energy to 10x levels. As I told you, if you thought that COVID was the greatest pandemic that we were part of, we have to think again. We have to understand that burnout, energy drain is a bigger pandemic that we have to beat, right? So 6999 is the value. And in fact, Indranil, who's part of the community, he says, "Hi, I'm Indranil. I'm just going to read the highlights. I have been immensely benefited in terms of my energy, in terms of my efficiency, and especially the things which Karthik sir told, like decluttering my mind using release meditation techniques. He was struggling with energy, but he started implementing the habits. I can see now that I could improve my efficiency, performance, and also able to manage my time very well using the habits and frameworks that Karthik sir shares." Okay. I'm very thankful to you and I would like to stay in touch with you. That's what he says. So if you're also ready to 10x your energies, please type 10x in the chat box. Please type 10x. And the next thing, the next gift that I'm going to be opening up for all of you is a important thing on productivity and time management. How many of you know that this has been a struggle for a long time for you? Please type me in the chat box. And think about how easily you can step into productivity zone when you learn from this 9999 value course, when you master focus, the skill of the century, right? And also work on your time management skills, productivity, so that, see, At the end of the day, we need to recognize one important thing. Okay. If you're here with me, just type me because this is important. Okay. Please type me. At the end of the day, we need to know that, see, we got recruited for our potential into an organization, but you want to step into the next role, you have to showcase that you are productive. If that makes sense, please type yes. So this is going to be a very, very critical game-changing course for all of you. That's a 9999 value, but this is going to be a gift when you make a decision to be part of the Career Advancement Hub. Okay. The next one, 4999 value. How many of you would also like to have an assistant who doesn't ask you to pay salary, who does all the repetitive job, who makes you productive? Just type excited or just type AI in the chat box. So I'll also be helping you understand how do you leverage AI for your productivity. Okay. Just type AI if you're excited for this. And this is going to be a gift when you join the Career Advancement Hub today. Okay. The ninth one, and before you answer this, I want you to put your hand on your heart. Answer this question. How many of you feel that if you had made more courageous choices in the past, your career, your life would have been much, much different today? I am the first one to say yes to that. Okay. I know that it's very important that we demonstrate courage, right? Every single day. So how do you do that? You're going to be learning it inside this 4999. Thank you for sharing that. Priya, Pankaj, Anand, Kritika, thank you all for sharing that. So 4999 is the value of this course. Okay. And this is going to be a gift when you make a decision to join the Career Advancement Hub. And also, I just want to share that I was able to crack a $500 million deal for my company because of working on some advanced communication mastery skills, which includes active listening. 4999 is the value, and impactful presentation formula. Okay. 4999 is the value. How many of you found that this masterclass has been really engaging for you? Please type me in the chat box if you felt that it's engaging. And you know how I know it's engaging for you? If you're still here, I know that it's been engaging for you. Yeah. Just type yes in the chat box. So how do you do that? There is a science behind it. There's a science behind it, and you need to work on those skills. And I'll be sharing how do you work on it so that you become really an influential individual inside your organization. Okay. And this is also going to be a gift for you when you make a decision to join Career Advancement Hub today. And on top of this, is it okay if I give you a very special one more gift? Just type BIO in the chat box, bring it on. So the special gift that I'm going to be unlocking for all of you is the Inner Circle Vault, a 9999 value gift where you will have lifetime access to recordings from our weekly Inner Circle call. If you got this, just type awesome in the chat box. All my last 2 to 3 years of coaching, the frameworks that I've been sharing, and all the future things, you will get it for lifetime. If you got it, just type gold in the chat box. This is going to be really worth its price in gold. But today you're going to get it as a gift when you join the Career Advancement Hub. Okay. So the total value of the bundle is 93,987. It's the total value of this bundle. And if you got this, just again, please type CAB in the chat box. And here is my another question. My another question is, if I can give you more gifts than this, please type love gifts in the chat box. Please type love gifts. And let me very honestly tell you, my reason to give even more gifts than this is to say, hey, look, you chose to be here. It was your intention, right? You chose to be here. You gave me that opportunity to be of service to you. So I want to honor that your presence here. So for that, I'm going to be unlocking even more gifts for all of you. Okay. So just type love gifts. So for all of you who are here, as a way of me saying, no, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot that you're spending this time with me. For that reason, I'm going to be unlocking even more gifts. The gift is, if you're ready for this, just type LSM. That's the lifetime silver membership that I'm going to be opening up for all of you. Okay. It's a lifetime deal, a very special thing that I'm going to be opening up. Please type LSM if you know what I'm saying, which means you get access for lifetime. Okay. How do you be part of it? I'll tell you that. The first thing that you're going to be getting, as you know, it's a 94K value courses that I already spoke about now. The second thing you'll get is is it okay if I answer your questions on a weekly basis? If I give you more advanced frameworks in a weekly basis, if I help you and guide you live every single week for the rest of your life by showing up for you every Wednesday, please type OK in the chat box. I'm ready to do that for you. But are you ready to step up your game for your own career growth? That's my question. Just type yes if you're ready for that. Okay, so that's a 30K per year in value of weekly live coaching that you will also get access to. Okay, just type crazy in the chat box. Okay, the next thing is as you complete the courses, as you take action, you will have weekly certifications that you will also get that you'll keep getting access to, weekly certificates, weekly goodies, and all of that. On top of that, of course, consistent accountability, and you'll also get access to the challenge that I spoke about, the 90-day live challenge, which is 50K value in itself, exciting community access, 30K per year in value in itself. And if you're here live with me, just type live in the chat box. I just want to make sure you know what I'm saying. So if you're here live, please type live, because for all of you who are here, I'm going to be opening up this exclusive platform where you can do your weekly planning for productivity, where you can track your habits, where you can do your goal setting and journaling for the rest of your life. Thank you, Priya, Anand, Prithvi, Pankaj, Kritika, all of you who are live. You'll have this as a special gift from my side. The overall value of this is 2,49,000. But of course, I'm not going to ask you to pay this. Okay, I'm not going to ask you to pay this. What is it that I told you at the start about the CAB course? I told you something, right? Like when you invest into that one course, you will get everything else as a gift. So can you remember a memory test for all of you? Do you remember what's the price point of that first course that I shared? How many of you recall that? It's just a memory test for all of you here. Yeah, it's okay. Just give it a shot. What's the very first course that I shared? Yeah, a lot of you got it. Super memory. Yeah. So I told you, right? So when you invest into that one thing, you will get everything else worth 2,49,000 as a gift, right? 19,999. But I just want to know from all of you this very important question. So, okay, this is what I told you, but I just want to know if money were not to be the reason, how many of you would immediately invest and join the community and start implementing the micro performance habits? Please type 100% in the chat box. If money were not to be the reason for you to make a decision. Yeah, just type 100% in the chat box. Because if you're typing 100%, I'm going to make it so easy for all of you with a crazy deal coming up that you will enjoy this. Please look at it as you securing your career, your future, your family's next level, and you growing into a person of excellence. Okay. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you all who are typing 100% here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a crazy deal for all of you. But before that, if you have any questions so far, please, I want to open up the floor for questions. Please ask any questions that's coming in your mind. But at the same time, is it okay if I answer some common questions that I get asked before I give you the crazy deal? Just type okay, so that even if something is at the back of your mind, it's going to help you with that. Okay, just type yes. We'll take 2 minutes before I reveal the price. Okay, super. Thank you for that. So thank you. So the first question that I get asked is, Karthik, I anyway have YouTube and other free resources. Why should I invest into Career Advancement Hub? How many of you have this question? How many of you had this question? So can I give you a very straightforward answer here? If information that we get from YouTube and all the other things, if that were to create success and results in our life and in our career, how many of you know that you wouldn't have been here? You wouldn't have chosen to be here. Give me a smiley if you know what I'm saying. You wouldn't have been here, right? Like if YouTube were to solve all our problems, you wouldn't have been here. But what you will get inside the community is a structured way of learning. Is you building your career. You building your career by working on your clarity. You building your career by working on the micro performance habits. Okay. There are always going to be two choices for all of us anytime in our life. Please type 2 in the chat box. Two choices. The first one is pay the price of ignorance and be in that state of stagnation for a long time, sometimes 6 months, 1 year. In my case, I was stagnated for 12 years because I paid the price of ignorance. Or two, pay the price for knowledge, get the systems, get the proven frameworks that actually works, put that into practice, get out of stagnation ASAP. Please let me know what is your choice. Pay the price of ignorance, one, or pay the price for knowledge, that's two. Of course, and I'm going to give you a crazy deal, special thing for you here. Yeah, just let me know through the chat box, one or two. Okay, so that's my advice, and that's how I process. When I got coached, when I get mentored, that's how I process things, because information cannot create transformation. You need implementable knowledge. Okay, if you got it, just type knowledge in the chat box. Okay, knowledge is power. That's the first question I get asked. The second question I get asked is, I don't have enough time to learn. How am I going to implement this? I'm already overwhelmed. Just let me know if you're in the zone where you don't know how to find time. Yeah, just type me if you kind of feel this. Can we self-reflect again, become a little bit more aware? Can we all reflect, and can you let me know through the chat box? In a day's time, how many hours are you spending on your mobile, which you know is not worth it? Reflect. Let's become aware one more time. Let's become aware one more time. Okay, I can see the answers. 3 hours. Please keep sharing, okay? Okay, no smiley. Okay, give me a number. How many hours are you spending on your mobile? You know that's not worth it. Karthik, I want to get out of this kind of a habit. Okay, for some of you, it's 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 1 hour, some of you 30 minutes. So how many of you, let's say an average of 3 hours, okay? Because I see 4.5 hours and also in the answer. So let's say even if we take it as 3 hours as an average, 3 hours into 7, 21 hours. Out of 21 hours, how many of you are willing to spend 1 hour working on yourself? That's okay. Be distracted over the next 20 hours. But 1 hour, are you willing to work on yourself on a weekly basis? Not on a daily basis. No. On a weekly basis, are you ready for 1 hour to spend 1 hour? That's all I'm asking for. Okay. So if you're ready for that, I'm pretty sure you know the answer. So see, I learned it the hard way that if we keep having low priority distractions in our life, it's not going to help. We need to fill our time with high priority actions. And that 1 hour you'll spend in a week, that will help you fill up your time with high priority actions. Okay, that's my answer here. So the next question that I got asked was, I'm unsure if this works for me. What's my way forward? This is what one of the attendees, just like you, he asked me, and but then he made a decision. However, he made a choice to be part of that. He thought, let me give it a shot. Because his visibility was very low inside his organization. Can I share with you what he shared after he practiced the micro performance habits so that it inspires you to take action? Just type BIO. This is what Madhu had to share after he started implementing. He had this thought, will it work for me or not? Please listen to this for 1 minute, and then I'm going to be opening up the special deal price. Okay, coming your way in 3, 2.
When I started this, program, right, I was not very much confident about this. Like, I thought it's not, maybe it is not useful for me. But when I actually start implementing the things, whatever is suggested, so now I am gaining some confidence. I started with, uh, top 3 priorities for each day, and it was very well executed. I was very much satisfied with the way what I did for the entire week. And
Wonderful.
also there were few micro performance habits I was able to implement: courage, positivity. So till out of 12, I was able to implement around at least 3 to 4 in the last week. And
Wonderful.
I was satisfied about myself, and however, the things also went, and I was able to concentrate on myself, and also I spent some quality time with family, and also with these micro performance habits, I'm able to showcase myself to the team in a good fashion. Actually, I was not able to speak up much, and I used to I used to avoid whenever there are some speaks. Okay, when I want to show up something, when I want to speak something, so I was
Okay.
thinking whether should I go ahead or not. So when I start implementing these habits, right, that courage, speak up, and all, so
Yeah.
now I am able to speak more. Like even the people are recognizing that, and they are appreciating it. And even my manager said, like, I am seeing some difference in you from last few days. So that's the thing I can celebrate.
That's a huge win, Madhu. Go and celebrate. Like, that's a great win. Awesome. Super happy to hear that from you.
Please type proven if you're also ready to implement those proven ways of building your visibility inside your organization. Please type proven in the chat box. Okay. So that's what I'm excited for all of you here. That's one of the questions that I get asked. I thought I'll anyway talk about that here. So how many of you want to know, like, what's the process of learning that you'll go through inside the community? Just like me. Because, Monday, just start 15 minutes on Monday. We will meet to work on planning our week. I'll give you specific frameworks to work on at that time. Just 15 minutes in the morning in the Mondays. That's all you have to do. Then Wednesdays, we meet for our weekly live inner circle calls where we will do it can be the live 90-day challenge. It can be Q&A sessions. It can be you sharing your wins and things like that. Okay. So that's how it's going to be structured. If you got it, just type got it in the chat box. So there's a process of learning you'll go through. And also, since you're here live, I'm also going to be opening up a 21-day live challenge. It's not a live challenge. It's a challenge that you can do self-paced. Okay. One habit, is all that you have to learn every single day. So 21 habits you will learn within the next 21 days, which is going to be a game changer, like what Madhu shared here. That's what I'm excited for all of you. Okay. The last question that I get asked is, how many of you feel like you are not the decision maker when it comes to taking charge of your career? Just type me in the chat box. Can I take more time to decide, as I need to discuss with my husband, my wife, or anyone else? Can I give you my way of making decisions? Is it okay? And I know that if you're here, I know that you're all serious members. So the way I process decision making is when I told my parents, hi, I got my pink slip, what should I do? I asked this. I told you my story, right? When I told this, my parents said, Karthik, you save the job, you go for that 30% pay cut because it's good to be there. Although that made sense to me, I recognize that our people who love us, they can only make decisions for us based on our past or based on our present. You are the only person, my dear friend, who can actually make a decision based on where you want to head next. If that makes sense, please type MS. No one else knows how are you, what's the kind of identity that you want to grow into, right? Only you can make decisions based on your future. So my recommendation is, let's not burden decision making on others. Can I give you a little harder fact? Is it okay? This, after working with the 3,000 plus professionals, can I give you a very important distinction that I saw between those who can be successful and those who cannot? Is just BIO, and I have done both. I've done one in the past, only to recognize it's not worth it. Is it okay? So people who don't take charge of their career, their life, they don't make decisions fast. They always rely on others to make decisions. You know why? Because there is a easy escape route out. So the deal price that I'm going to be opening up is for decision makers only. So if you know you're going to be a decision maker, please type DM in the chat box. So I'm going to, my encouragement for all of you, and including I'm reflecting with you here, is let's not burden decision making on people in our family. Let's take full ownership from this point onwards. If you're ready for that, please type DM if you're a decision maker. I just want to give you a moment so that you recognize the importance of this. Okay, please type DM if you're a decision maker, if you're ready to own and take charge, take command of your career. Okay, super. Thank you, Brinda. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you. I can see the chat buzzing. Thank you so much. So, I had these things that I just wanted to share with all of you. So, a quick recap of all the benefits that you'll be getting through this. Get things done faster, land your next job quicker, build high value skills, adapt in current roles, form life changing habits, gain more time and energy. That's what you're going to be experiencing, and lot more on this when you start building the micro performance habits. Okay. And of course, I told you that today, as a special day where you're here with me, I'm going to give you a special deal price. Just type BIO if you're ready for the deal price, because this is coming up right here, right now. Just type BIO, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. Okay. I know why all of you who are serious, why you're still hanging around. I know you're serious about working and building your career. Can I tell you why I'm giving you this deal price? Just type okay. Please type okay in the chat box. The biggest reason, I'll tell you this reason. Okay. I don't know if you may resonate with this or you have experienced this in your life. But when I was in my 9th standard, my English teacher said, Karthik, go and give a vote of thanks for our school. Our school event was coming up. 9th standard. I was told to give the vote of thanks. My hands and legs were trembling. I was shivering. She recognized it. I, in fact, bunked the next day. The day after, my English teacher comes and says, Karthik, I'll give you a script. Don't shiver so much. It's easy. You can do it. I'll give you a script. Just go and read the script. I said, ma'am, I can barely open our textbook and read in front of our classroom. You're asking me to read in front of an auditorium full of people. I can't do this. She said, in fact, she went the next step and said, Karthik, I'll hold the mic for you. I will be with you. I'll stand next to you. Just go and do this. It's going to be awesome for you. I said, ma'am, I can't do it. And she picked someone else to do that vote of thanks. And I still, for a long time in my life, I kept regretting not taking that opportunity. How many of you are in that space where you knew that you had to make the decision, but because of not taking that, whatever it is, you kind of felt bad about yourself? Just type me in the chat box. But but from that moment, I recognized one important thing, that because of not building the right habits in my life, you might be thinking, Karthik, that was when you are in your 9th standard. But the fact of life is, if you don't change the habits that you've been working on, your next 5 years is going to be the reflection of your last 5 years. I struggled in my relationships. I struggled in finance. I struggled in my career for 12 long years of stagnation, only to recognize why things are not moving, because I was not working and building the right habits on a day-to-day basis. So if you're in this room, as a way of saying, I honor your presence, I truly want you to be successful in your career, in your life, for your family. I want to let you know that I don't want any one of you here to struggle like how I struggled for 12 years, 15 years in my life. Okay. I don't want you to go through it, because it's not worth it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Pull out a proven process, put that into your game. That's it. That's why I'm giving you the special deal. Okay. So if you got it, just type BIO, because for all of you who are here live with me, the special deal for all of you here is not even 19,999, not even 19,999. The Masterclass special deal price for all of you is 9,999 for lifetime. Please type special in the chat box, and please type crazy in the chat box if you want a crazy deal than this. This is special deal, okay? But I'm going to give you a crazy deal also. because I want to reward decision makers. I told you, right? Like because of not making decisions, I struggled so much in my life. So please, this is your time to make decisions. So for all of you who are really amazing souls and spirits who are here in this room with me, I want to make it even more crazy than this, not just special, crazy. Everyone, please type 75 in the chat box. Please type 75, because in the next 15 minutes, for the next 15 minutes, if you make a decision to join the community, it's not even going to be 9999. But the thing is, this is only going to be there for 15 minutes. If you miss the time, you miss the price. But for next 15 minutes, I'm going to be opening up a lifetime deal, lifetime of an opportunity for all of you, not even for 9999, but for 4999 only. If you know this is not, you're just type you're crazy if you know I'm crazy doing this. Please just type you are crazy in the chat box. Okay. So for all of you who are here with me as a way of me honoring your presence here, this is the deal. Okay. Thank you, Priya. I recognize that I'm crazy, but I know that it's my way of honoring all of you here. So the reason why I said 75 is you're getting a straight 75% off on the 19999 when you use this coupon code. So please don't pay me 19999. No, please just just 4999 for you. So for that, click on this link. You will be taken to a page like this. Okay, you'll be taken to a page like this, and all you have to do is you have a coupon code. Yes, you have it, but for 15 minutes only. Okay, just type WS75, apply it. You'll get it at 4999 only, again for a lifetime deal. Proceed for payment, and as soon as you pay, just type "Ooh, I'm here," because it's we. I want to celebrate decision makers here live here with me. Okay, so please go ahead. The time starts now. I'll keep it open for the next 15 minutes, but after 15 minutes, even if you apply this coupon code, it will not work. It will go back to 9999. So please hit the iron when it is hard. Okay, just so that this is your time to shape up your career, to create a beautiful future for your family, and to not live in that zone of stagnation. It's not worth it, right? So it's not worth it. So for that reason, go for it. Click on that link, apply that coupon code, and as you join in, I want to keep welcoming each and every one of you. By the way, Ravichandran, your payment has come in. I don't know how you did it this fast, but you are the fastest finger today. Welcome to the community, Ravichandran. I'm so blessed. I feel blessed to have someone like you who make decisions fast, who take control of your career. Your payment has come in, and I want to welcome you to the community. Thank you for making this decision. Yes, keep that going. And as you keep working on completing the transaction, committing to your own growth, I just want to share what one of our community members was struggling with interviews. Okay, you heard Madhu Kiran. He was struggling with his visibility, right? But he joined the community. He became more visible in front of his teams, his managers. But Piyush, he was struggling with his interviews. He was out of job. He did not know what to do next. He joined the community, and he shared something very amazing that truly filled my heart. And these are the kind of moments I truly cherish. So this is what he shared. Go for it. Complete your transaction as I'm sharing this quick wins from our community. Listen to this as you're completing your payment. Okay, listen to this. Coming with 3, 2, 1.
Do you feel like now that your energy habits are in place, the clarity habits are in place, that's helping you during the interviews?
Yeah, I'm much clearer now. So I have, earlier I used to do a lot of overthinking before interviews. So that I have reduced. Also, I had some interviews, so I cleared some first round of interviews in this week.
Awesome, Piyush.
I'm implementing some micro habits. Every day morning, I'm going out for a walk and doing some exercises. So this week I was consistent, and that gratitude thing I'm following every day.
Okay.
Okay, and also that I'm selecting some 3 priority things to be finished in a day.
Wonderful.
These things are helping me.
Please type MPH in the chat box because that's the simplicity and power of micro performance habits. By the way, Priya, welcome to the gang. I'm super grateful and thankful to have you inside. I'm 100% committed towards showing up for your career growth and your next level. Okay, thank you for that. By the way, as you're joining in, I would love to have a quick chat with all of you who are joining in. So, Priya, Ravi, and others who are just joining in, can I add you here so that we can have a quick chat? I'm just curious to know how this masterclass was like for you and what made you to make this decision to join. Yeah, just type okay, and I'll add you to the group here so that you can just share how was this masterclass for you. Okay. Some of you are asking how much time is left. Probably we have 10 minutes to go. So please, you can make the most of it. Yeah, okay, I'm just sharing the link here with all of you, okay? Yes, 10 minutes left at this crazy, crazy deal. 10 minutes left, so please go for it. So yes, some of you who are here with me, Priya, can I add you to the group? And I just want to know, you can just talk about how is this experience in general for you? Yes, just type okay, and I'll add you to the group. And Ravi Chandran, if you're also ready, just type yes. I want to have a quick chat with you. The reason why I conduct this live is for this connection. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Super. As you're sharing it, I also want to share, in fact, one of our community members, his name is Vinod. I asked him, Vinod, see, you've been at, he said, I've attended many masterclass, Karthik, but this, what you shared here made me join. I asked him specifically tell me what. So this is what he shared, okay? And I want to give you a different perspective after this, but listen to what Vinod has had to share. But meanwhile, 10 minutes is all we have, so please make the most when you have the time. So listen to what Vinod had to share, coming your way in 3, 2. Vinod, yes, please share your thoughts and what was this masterclass for you and why you made this choice to be part of Career Advancement Hub.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, Vinod.
Yeah, hi. So I've attended number of master classes before, right? Before this, in terms of career advancement and all that. But I've never seen this kind of curriculum before. Right? It's not just about career advancement or stagnation in the current career, right?
Yeah.
It's about life skills as well. So you talk more about, growing well in your personal life as well as career, right? So I found it very fascinating. Yeah, looking forward for more things in this community.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Please type awesome in the chat box. And if at all if you tried and your payment is failing, just give it a try again. For Ananta, you can just give it a shot again. Okay, I saw at the back end the payment failed, so just try that out again. Okay, super. Priya, all right, I'm adding you here so that you can share. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, you can talk about your experience and what made you to join. Priya, go for it.
Hi, Karthik. Hello,
Hi, Priya.
everyone. Yeah,
Yes.
nice. It is very, I'm very glad to be part of this session today here. And I found that the things you have shared were very authentic and very much in sync with what you have experienced and what many of us could have experienced. So I found that very good. And the important thing that wanted me to go ahead and join you or take inputs from you was about the how our contributions have to be high valued, not just to our company but also to our peers.
Yes.
And that struck with me. So that's one of the main reason I think I'm going to explore my further path here.
Wonderful, Priya.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And are you in Bangalore? And you want to share what's the role you're performing right now?
So I'm a senior engineer. I've been in Bangalore for many years now. So I'm in a mid-career position.
Okay.
I would like to see where I can go from here.
Wonderful. Thank you, Priya. And also for all of you who are joining in, we'll also have a one-on-one catch-up in 2 to 3 days' time. So please check out my emails and WhatsApp messages for that. Okay. So we'll also do that. So thank you, Priya.
Looking
I'm adding
forward
you.
to work with you,
Yes,
Karthik.
yes.
Thank you.
Same here, Priya. Same here. Thank you. Adding you back. Everyone, please type MPTY. More power to you, Priya. Thank you for being part of this gang. Superb. Meanwhile, I can see, okay, Amrita, your payment has also come in. Welcome to the gang. And I would love to hear from you what was this masterclass also was like. So meanwhile, Ravichandran, if you're ready, I'm going to add you so that you can share like your experience through this and what made you to join. Okay, go for it, Ravi. Just trying to see if you're available. So I'm just adding you here. If you're available, you can unmute and share, please.
Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Yes, hi Ravi.
Hey, Karthik, nice to meet you. So it's been more than I think 2 hours. So I'm still in this session. So it is so engaging and interesting. So my only thing is that you have said there should be a continuous learning and implementation, right? So that is the only reason I just joined here because I'm a senior software engineer in working in Bangalore.
Mhm.
So the thing is, I don't get proper time because I feel like I'm continuously working.
Mm.
So I just need to prioritize things. I need to think and progress whatever things are needed. I just want to be more productive. So that is the main reason. So
Wonderful.
for joining this course, I hope this will help me in my career growth.
Yes, yes, for
Yes.
sure, Ravi. Because mainly on Mondays we'll be first planning out the whole week so that we don't get distracted, and also there is a midweek checkpoint on Wednesdays where we meet for the weekly inner circle call so that I can hold all of you accountable towards your own career growth. So welcome to the gang. I'm super happy to have you inside, Ravi.
Thank you, Karthik.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, please type MPTY. That's more power to you, Ravi. And as we are speaking, I can just see. Awesome. So, Amrita, your payment has come in. Ananta, your payment has also come in. So, I would love to bring you on, Amrita, so that we can have a quick chat. If you're ready, just type yes. I will add you here, and you can share about how was this for you, what made you to join. Yes. Go for it, Amrita.
Hello, Karthik.
Hello, Amrita. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So for me, it is like I'm working as an analyst,
Mm.
company called Deloitte. So for me, it is always like I feel like everyone are proactive. I want to know like what is they do better than me, so that I can learn and I can perform more better.
Mm. Wonderful.
So in because we are good at technical, that we know, but how we can improvise ourselves in a IT company, that we need to learn. That's what I think, and I have joined this course.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a great intention, Amrita. Thank you so much. And yes, of course, as you build these habits, right, of clarity, of energy, the necessity, and all of this, those are personal habits, and your social habits of productivity, courage, influence, you will see the shifts happening. Okay. And I'm really excited for you here. Thank you so much. Everyone, please
Thank you,
type, thank you, Amrita. Everyone, please type MPTY. That's more power to you, Amrita. And on that note, Ananta, I would also love to hear from you. If you're here with me, Ananta Padmanabhan, I'm going to add you here, okay, to the group. Okay, superb. Okay, here we go. Let's go for it, Ananta.
Is it audible?
Yes, yes, go for it.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Karthik. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, the session is very good. And also, what are the framework you did mention that one? So that also maybe it should be go to the next level or next career, and also the right path we can have to choose. Because I also having 15 plus years experience. It's full. I just work on technical. So while moving
it.
to that management or other things, so I stuck in that one. So maybe we have to follow one of that mentor coach and also the career path, then and also maybe that lifestyle.
True,
The
true.
changes is definitely we can move to the next level. Otherwise, that legacy system still almost 15, 16 years you work, right? So I'm
Yes,
stuck in that one. So move to
got it.
next level. Definitely, I need to. I mean, move to the next level. So I have to follow some process and also some. I mean, options. Then I can just grow and also I can balance life and
Wonderful.
work.
Wonderful. That's a great point that you shared. Thanks, Ananta. More power to you. Looking forward to you not just learning, but also enjoying all the gamified ways of learning and implementing that I have for all of you inside the community. So welcome. Welcome to the gang. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Karthik. Yeah.
I'm adding you back to the group. Everyone, please type MPTY. More power to you, Ananta. Anyone else, if you want to share anything, you can let me know. But I just want to also give a quick orientation for all of you. So all of you who completed the transactions, like you who joined, I hope you also clicked on Access Community, clicked on it, filled out that form, and submitted. Okay, because until you do that, it will not unlock the community and platform access. So please do that. If you haven't yet done it, please message me here separately so that I can give you that link one-on-one. Okay. I'm just checking here. Okay, just checking here. Superb. So please also complete that activity. Okay, so I have that. So in case you didn't, so as soon as you complete it, you will see a message on your WhatsApp where it will say, welcome to the Career Excellence Hub. Okay, you'll get the message if you complete that, and also you'll get the emails. So let me just check. And also I'll give you a quick orientation on how do you approach this from here on. Okay, let me give you the quick orientation. So the first thing that I would yeah, some of you are asking for the link. So how much time is what you're asking? Maybe we have 4 more minutes. Okay, 4 more minutes before we close. So please make sure this is the link. Make the most of it. Make the most of this crazy deal. So let me give you a quick orientation here. So okay, this is what you're going to see. Okay, as soon as you join, you will get access to the 21-day micro performance habits course. Not this. Okay, here. Okay, you'll get access to this 21-day micro performance habits. So the way I have structured it is, one habit will get unlocked each day. Okay, don't have to work on everything all at once. A habit a day keeps career stagnation away. Okay, just like how an apple a day keeps the doctor away, just like that, one habit a day keeps your stagnation away. So work on it one at a time. Anyway, the second will be unlocked on day 2 and day 3 after that, and all of that. So like this, you can also keep sharing what you're learning through this micro performance habits here. Okay, that's it. So that's the first thing. And the second thing that you also have access to is a inner circle vault. Okay, as I shared here with you, let me share that link. So you have access to that courses. Okay, the second course is the inner circle vault, which is already unlocked for all of you. Let me share it here. So all the I told you, right, all the recordings of our past sessions is already available for you here. Okay, So you can go through any of these sessions, and I've been sharing how to even leverage ChatGPT prompts and all of that. So it's going to be a wealth of information that you get here. So please go through the Inner Circle Vault also. It's self-paced. Everything is unlocked inside the Inner Circle Vault so that you go through it. So just keep those two things in mind. And then on Mondays, we'll be meeting at 7:30 in the morning to work on our productivity habit. 7:30 to 7:45, that's it, just 15 minutes, okay? Wednesdays, we'll be meeting from 8 to 8:45 p.m. That's it. So even if you think I'm too busy right now, I can't work on all these things, start attending the weekly Inner Circle calls, 8 to 8:45 in the evening, Wednesdays, and you just take it forward from there on. If you feel like it's too much to start off, give me small things that I can start off right now. That's the way to start off of. Okay, if you got it, just type yes in the chat box. Okay, just wanted to give you a quick and short orientation for all of you here. Superb, superb. Anyone else, if you have any question, I'm willing to take it. Otherwise, we're just 1 minute away from closing this session. And I want to say it was amazing. It was amazing to have all of you here. And let me share something which probably I didn't give all of you. Okay, so I want to share with all of you a basic course, which is the Career Advancement Basics course. Who are here live with me, because I just want to share it as a gift, even if you couldn't make the decision to join the community. So please go and learn through this. Some very basic things I have just shared it here. It will give you access to this course as you click on it, and you can start learning some important concepts. But if you're here inside the community, you already have access to more advanced concepts, so you can get started on that. Okay, so the next catch up for all of us is on Monday mornings. Monday morning, we'll be meeting at 7:30 a.m. And then on Wednesday evening, we're going to be meeting at 8 p.m. Okay. Okay, the community WhatsApp. So Ananta, I'm just checking if you already did it. Okay, if you haven't yet done it. Okay, let me share it here, Ananta. So you have to please go out and fill out this inside this screen. Okay, Ananta, you have to do this. I can see that some of you haven't yet done it. Priya, you have done it. Great to have you there. I'm just checking. So I think I have to share this with some of you who joined but didn't complete those things. Amrita, probably you haven't yet completed this. So please bookmark this link, Amrita. I'm just pinging you one-on-one. Anant Padmanabh, okay, I've just shared it. So please bookmark and complete it. Ravi Chandran, even you have to do it. So I'm just pinging you this link. Please click on it and complete, just submit that form, okay? Use the same credentials, your email ID, mobile number that you used for the payment even there. Okay? Just those things. Anyone else, if you had any questions, please feel free to drop me a message, drop me an email. You know what? I don't look at it as if you didn't join, that's it. It's the end of the thing. I still look at it as it's an opportunity for us to build an awesome connection, an awesome, a beautiful relationship from here on. This is just our first step. This is not the last step. So thank you so much. Priya, so for you to access, I'll give you the link. Okay. So go ahead here, Priya. I'm just pinging you here. You'll anyway get the access through the email, but I'm just sharing here with you. Okay. You can just go through the courses here so that you can start learning through the things. Superb. Thank you so much, guys. You know what? It was amazing. Thank you for showing up. I know it's not easy to show up on weekdays, sometimes on weekends also, but you did it. I'm glad you did it. I'm so happy that our paths crossed. And let's take the game a notch higher from here on. Thank you so much. May excellence be the one important goal in your life or your career. And I'm so happy that we are here together. So thank you so much. Let's keep the work on, and let's catch up later on. Thank you. Let's have a great day ahead. Bye-bye. See you.